It's the last home game tonight as the Dogs host Chiles Timberwolves in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwanee County area for 77 years.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwanee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwanee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com.
No worries, that was just a shed.
It's time for Coach's Corner, a pregame interview with Suwanee High head football coach Kyler Hall. Brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family-owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painted.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome, Dog Nation. It's another night of Suwanee High Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. I'm Wayne Luttrell, joined by the head coach of the Suwanee Bulldogs, Coach Kyler Hall. And, Coach, congratulations. 2 wins in a row. Man, it feels good.
It does. It's been a while, and, we had to work for that one, especially early on. The kickoff time got pushed, and there was a lot of possible distractions, but our kids handled it very well. They were ready to play, responded, and really, I thought, put the most complete game together of the year, which was a must-win game. So we had to go and play that style of football, and very proud of a lot of kids that stepped up. We had, the running back room was banged up, so we had by committee, and they all played well. But I thought, probably the most complimentary game that we have played all season.
Yeah, it was a complete game, and congratulations on the victory. 42-14 was the final score. But you go back to that game, and we had that long delay, as you mentioned. It was supposed to be a 6:30 kick. So, Andy and I are filling airtime, going, how many seniors do they have? And I guess we kicked off about a half hour late. But once that game got kicked off, they get a great kick return. Sets up a short field. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's 7-0 Atlantic Coast, and we were a bit worried at that time, but I love the way you guys responded.
Yeah, so I think for this group, just moving forward into this week, and hopefully the playoffs, I think we needed to be in that situation of an early lead that we give up. Granted, the kickoff, there were some things that led to that big return. And then, the 2 quick plays there that led to the score. But to see them respond that quickly and really just drive the ball down the field, we needed to do that, and we needed to experience. We hadn't won on the road since last year. So there was a lot of things that, that we can take from that game that we can use moving forward. But the response was great, I thought.
Yeah, 7-0 Atlantic Coast, and then Suwanee goes on we got a good kick return, got us to about midfield, and then 10 plays, 53-yard drive, a lot of different plays, mostly on the ground, but a little bit of passing, some wildcat, and then we get in the end zone and tie that thing up 7-7. And then the cool part after that was the first of a couple of onside or pitch kicks, and you saw something in that special teams, saw that hole in the field, and, man, we took advantage.
Yeah, so the onside middle and some of the blues, we've been working those for weeks, just kind of waiting on the right opportunity. And after that first kickoff return, we did want to kick it deep. Those were two very dangerous returners.
Yeah.
So hit, placed it very well. Jace recovered that first one. But again, that's like literally the last month that we've been working that kick, and it paid off when we did it.
Yeah, no doubt. Even though we didn't score on that first possession after the onside kick, but then they get the ball back, and Kyle Brown, where did he come from, man? What a night he had. And he had that pick, and that set up our touchdown, take our first lead.
He did. He's been a kid that's just progressively been getting better in practice, and we, put him in pretty much every special teams, and then had an opportunity, and he took advantage of it right off the bat with a big interception. And then as you saw as the game progressed, he was just always around the ball, good open field tackler. So you're going to continue to see more and more of KB.
Yeah, no doubt. He played well and has earned some playing time.
For sure.
But so we get the 14-7 lead, then we get the second onside kick and take it down and score is 21-7 and kind of never look back from there. They had one other score, but our defense played pretty well throughout the night. And I really loved the running back production.
Yeah.
We didn't know who was going to even be there.
Yeah.
We start out with Jace Moran, Jace the ace.
Yeah.
And he looked good at that position. And then, we saw number 9 back there, and we saw Cooks back there. We saw several different players, saw MJ back there, but just everybody you put back there, very productive. That line did a great job.
They were, and it starts with the line of scrimmage. Offensive line, had one of their better nights, and then every back that was, that had their reps, they were all effective, and they all, made an impact in one way or the other. So that just goes to a credit to those guys of preparing during the week. And, for Jace, that was really his first live look in a game at running back. Had some big screen catches. So, those guys really stepped up when it was needed. And, I think that really opened up a lot of the passing plays from there. But, yeah, that running game was really what established, the offensive production.
Yeah, passing game looked good and, pretty balanced. And I like the way
was.
you guys are kind of progressing this offense. A nice, mix between the pass and the run and hitting those screens. Moran really excelled at that, had a great night. But all around, just a great night for Suwanee High School.
It was, and that's been the goal from, back in the offseason as we've been preparing and installing. And I think from Friday night to Friday night, you've seen offensively these guys get better. Haven't always seen the results early on in the year, but hopefully we're now playing our best ball at the right time. And as you've seen, we've been effective throwing the ball. We've been effective, running the ball in the screen game. So we're getting to that balance.
Yeah.
Not that it's the same exact number of plays, but we can do either or very effectively. So that's going to be something that we continue to focus on and keep the defense on their heels, keep them guessing.
Yeah.
But was extremely proud of the balance that we had Friday night.
Another great night by MJ. And,
Yeah.
he missed one obvious catch. And I think it made him mad because he came back and made a couple of big plays after that.
He did. I told him after that catch, I said, listen, they're only going to get lucky once that you drop that. You're going to come right back and make those plays. I think the next one he caught was a low wheel route out of the backfield down the sidelines, a great throw and catch. And if you watch him, man, he catches everything with his hands. And I think, he says the lights got in his eyes on that one, but I think he let it get to his body a little bit too much. But you're not going to see too many drops out of MJ.
No doubt. Anyway, great win, Coach, 42-14. But time to turn the page and look forward to tonight's opponent, a home ball game, and the Chiles Timberwolves are the opponent. So we'll be back to talk about the T-Wolves right after this timeout. It's Coach's Corner, Suwanee football, here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Back here in Coach's Corner with Coach Hall and Coach tonight. It's the Timberwolves of Tallahassee Chiles High School. They've won 2 ball games in a row. We've won 2 in a row. Similar records. They're 3-6. We're 3-5. Tell me a little bit about Coach Reagan's and the Timberwolves.
Yep. So as you said, very similar to us. They've been in a lot of close games. They went through, I think, a 4-game stretch, as did we. They won the last 2. They're right there on the edge. I think they're sitting in the 9th seed. So this is a big game for them of trying to get into the playoffs. But man, they're big, they're physical. They've got one of the better interior D linemen that we'll see all year. Two really good guards up front. Speed at the quarterback position, speed at receiver. I think one of the most physical running backs that we've seen. So they have good pieces all across the board. They've struggled at times, and they've played a tough schedule as well. But I know they're going to come in physical, very well coached. So it's really two teams that are fighting to stay in the playoff hunt. Lock a position in. But one, this is their last game, so this is it.
Yeah, it scares me a little bit. And we take a look at the 5A rankings in their region, and they're just outside of the playoffs. So they need that 8 seed. They're currently sitting at number 9, and they're going to look at this as a must-win.
For sure. But you know what it is for us as well. We're trying to continue to move up in the rankings. But one, we want to continue to play well and win the game. This is senior night. We know Coach Reagan's very well. We go way back. And his teams are always going to be physical, especially defensively. They're going to line up and, not make a ton of mistakes. So it's going to be a big battle tonight. But we've been to those every Friday night all season. So that's nothing new to our guys. But there will be some different challenges that we see. And we just got to make sure that we continue to play the way that we have. And I believe if we do that, we're going to be in great shape.
You mentioned the quarterback. That's Taylor Jacobs, number 1, and he's a dual threat kid.
He can fly.
Got a good arm, and Trevor Jacobs is his top receiver. And then there's a kid named Fryer.
Yeah,
we're number 11 on that team.
Yeah, very familiar with these guys. Fryer and Jacobs out on the outside. They're two very good receivers, run good routes, good speed. And then with Jacobs at quarterback, he can throw it up. He's throwing it 60 on the dot, and he can run it. Now, he doesn't prefer to run it a ton, but, man, if you let him loose, there's not many that's going to catch him. He's got elite speed. His dad played at University of Florida, and he was, kind of gets it natural, but definitely a lot of threats on the offensive side of the ball. As I mentioned, their right guard, 6'5", 320. So it's a tall task tonight. They bring a lot of different things that they can do. They're pretty balanced in their attack as far as run pass. So we've got to play extremely physical and disciplined tonight on defense.
Yeah, they are pretty balanced, as are we. But you mentioned the running back. That's Jalen Jones, and he looks tough to stop.
He is. When he gets north and south, he's a load. He's not as great if you make him run side to side and not able to get into the linebackers in that next level. So it's important that one, we get penetration up front, we gang tackle, because again, he's one that you don't want to let loose with a head full of steam because he's a load to bring down.
Yeah. They're a 5A school. We're a 3A school. Last week we played a 7A school. I guess rankings don't matter as much as they used to. But, I'm taking a look, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've ever beaten Chiles. I know we played them in 2017 and 2018, both pretty close ball games. But
we're
like
due
to get that first win over those Timberwolves.
Absolutely. We are due. We had played there, and then I think the first year we played here, then went over there.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're due for sure. But, again, I like where we are, how we're playing, the confidence that we have. But our message to our guys, we got to continue to turn it up, play more physical, more focused, do things with more purpose. And that's what it's going to take tonight.
Yeah, and it seems like, we're getting more and more depth. We're getting more players step up. It's become kind of a team thing. We don't have like one. I mean, MJ is obviously the best player in the team as far as athletes, but, I mean, everybody on that team is contributing.
It is. You look at from the receiver group, there's been so many guys that have made impactful plays. You look at the offensive line and just guys that have had to step in when others have been down.
Yeah.
We talked about the running back by committee. The secondary, we've had a lot of young guys that have grown up. So it's been, as you said, a full team effort of everybody just continuing to do their job and get better. And, now they've seen the results, beating Perry, going on the road to get a win. So they're understanding what it looks like to finish now. And that's exactly what we're going to have to do tonight.
We're going to have a large crowd. It's the last home game of the season. And yeah, if you're not here, come on out. Plenty of room for you here at Langford Stadium. And how about this senior class? I mean, they deserve some accolades tonight.
They do. And they've had their share of going through, really good as sophomores, we had a good year last year, then didn't finish the way we wanted to, and then we've had some seniors with Sakaris that has been out since the beginning of the year with a season-ending injury. So this group has been through a lot. They're a small group as far as numbers. I think there's only 11 seniors, but man, I love these guys. They've been they've been what you want as a football player. They play tough, they play it the right way, and I am excited that hopefully we're peaking at the right time and we're getting better when we need to. So I would love to see this senior class go out with a win tonight, but really make a run from this point forward.
Yeah. Let's send them out to win in their final home game as seniors playing for Suwanee High School. And we love Coach Reagan's, but not tonight.
No
Sorry,
doubt.
Coach.
For sure. Well said. I can't say anything better.
All right, stay tuned. We've got Andy Day who will join us in the press box right after this timeout. It's Suwanee Bulldog football here on a Friday night dog ball on rivercountrysports.com.
Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company, serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwanee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Suwanee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Brought to you in part by Bean Painting. Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Morgan Tree and Debris. Wes Haney Chevrolet. Live Oak Jewelry. Rapid Fiber Internet. Bennett's Glass Company. Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. J&W Automotive. River Oak Technical College. Suwanee Parks and Recreation. Papa John's. Beef O'Brady's. The UPS Store. Roundtree Moore Ford. Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Pool Realty. Corbett's Mobile Home Center. Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated. And Live Oak Pest Control.
time with grateful hearts to their kingdom. Moment challenges and successes and the entrepreneurs you have shared along the way. Perhaps now your loyalty upon this coming campaign that each player, each coach, and each fan may experience your presence tonight and to keep with confidence, respect, and sportsmanship. For all can do, enable us to glorify you in all we do and say. Remember lose, may we enjoy this game and take pride in each other's effort. Thank you for this tip, this skill, and this moment. Amen.
And good evening, everybody. Our invocation here at Langford Stadium. And before that, the national anthem presented by the Suwanee High School Marching Band, the NJROTC doing a great job for the flag presentation. And we're getting close to playing football here tonight. It's the Chiles Timberwolves in town to take on the Suwanee Bulldogs as a battle of former Suwanee Bulldogs as Bill Reagans comes over with his Chiles team taking on Kyler Hall and the Dogs.
Yeah, that's kind of something special if you want to talk about it. Both went through Florida State, and then I don't know how Reagans can coach against a dog. You know what I mean? How can you pull against him? I mean, if you blood, sweat, and tears on this field, but you got to do what you got to do.
But I can tell you that Coach Reagan is all about the Chiles Timberwolves tonight. He loves Suwanee with all his heart, but tonight, he's got a job to do, and that's to coach his team. And his team comes in with a similar record to Suwanee. Suwanee at 3-5, Chiles at 3-6. Each team has won 2 in a row. And, of course, last week, Suwanee with a big victory. Chiles had a big victory as well. They beat Leon. Are you ready for this? 40-0.
Yeah, I tell you, and actually we kind of talked to him, on the way home, but we already knew what the score was that they had won. I think he was more curious about what we had done, and you gave him the score, and which was a pretty good deal for him to call you. And it's going to be a competitive football game tonight. And, if Suwanee comes out and plays, and then all of a sudden Chiles plays the same game, we're very similar if you look at some of the stats.
Yeah, no doubt. And we'll get into that in a moment. Suwanee defeated Atlantic Coast last week by the score of 42-14, thanks in part to 2 special teams plays.
Yeah. Man, they got their guys across the front. Then they got 3, but they're back 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 23 yards behind the front line. So if you could put it in a spot in the middle, you might have a shot.
I think that's what they were thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what AJ does on this one.
Yeah, see, number 8 for them will be in the middle of the field. That's
There's onside kick.
Onside, real quick, and we did get it. And we got it going the other way, boy. The Dogs come up with that strategy, and it was a good one, and we'll have it 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Onside kick once again. Boy, it's coming a little, and we touch it, keep it in bounds, and we flip on it.
Oh, my goodness.
Another one.
You got to be kidding. Suwanee did it again. Boy, and I tell you what, those were big last week, Andy, and I don't know if we can get away with that tonight, but those extra possessions, that was a big difference in last week's victory. 2 wins in a row for Suwanee.
Yeah, awesome for the Dogs. The coaches did a great job, all the players. And, we've been playing hard the last couple of weeks, and we've come a long way. Not only we're able to run the ball and throw the ball, and if you can mix it up like that, it kind of keeps the defense off balance. And that's kind of what's going on. Actually, our defense played really strong last week. So we're looking for the same type of football game tonight.
No doubt about it. Suwanee sits at 0-2 in their district, 3A District 2. We've got one more district game that's against Wakulla, which is coming up next week on the road. Meanwhile, Chiles, they're 1-1 in their district. They're District 2 and Class 5A. Lincoln leads that district with a 2-0 record, and Leon went 0-2. So Chiles right in the middle there. Now, Chiles on the outside right now, and looking at the playoff situation, believe it or not, with our 3-5 record, Suwanee is considered the 7 seed in 18 playoff. And Chiles, though, they're the 9 seed. They need to win out to have a chance.
And I'm telling you, that's why this game's going to be pretty special to them, and they're going to want to beat Suwanee. And I know Reagan will too. But he's a great guy, and he knows how to coach and doing the thing over there in Tallahassee. And it's going to be a special night tonight, and we'll see how it kind of turns all out here when it winds down to that last second of the clock.
Suwanee has not beaten Chiles. We've played them twice. Yeah. That was back in 2017 and 2018 here in Live Oak in 2017, and Chiles got away with a 17-2 win that night. and then we played them over in Tallahassee. They beat us 20-7. But both of those games were winnable. We made a couple of mistakes, couldn't quite stop them in key moments, and it's going to be kind of a similar thing tonight. When you look at their team, very similar to us in watching their offense, their defense, and it's got to start with their quarterback, Taylor Jacobs. He's a guy you're going to have to watch. They got Jalen Jones as a running back, Trevor Jacobs. He's got a connection with him. And then there's some kid named Fryer on the other team wearing number 11.
Yeah, and that's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. I just wonder if the two Friars are going to go head-to-head in man coverage somewhere down the field, and who's going to get in the best shot.
It could be Cole and Cade, looking across the line at one another, but both of them known for big plays. So it ought to be a special game tonight. We're looking for a big game from N.J. Ross, and hopefully Thomas Sykes has time to work back there. That offensive line gives him time to operate, and we can get the pass and the run going. Last week had a running game, and it was kind of by committee, and we're expecting more of the same tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see that. Jace Moran did an excellent job of coming in there, made a couple of big plays, and got us some good first downs. He's a little bit bigger running back. But we were also running them in and out, and we even got Rawson in the mix a couple of times. If Fryer went to quarterback, we kind of mixed it up. So we'll see what we do tonight.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this at Suwanee Bulldog Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Suwanee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Let's get to the starting lineups for the Suwanee Bulldogs. Offensively, they're going to look like this across the front, in the middle, the center, number 77 tonight, Davian Ramirez. The two guards will be number 51, Brody Bean, along with number 54, Lorenzo Lee. The tackles, Reese Bronson, number 55, and number 50 on the right side, Colton Hagedorn. The starting quarterback, number 4, Thomas Sykes. In the backfield, number 7, Jace Moran, Jace the Ace. The tight end, Logan Brooks. Wide receiver, M.J. Rawson, Noah Lopez, and Coy Fryer. That's your pro set one-back look. That's starting offense for the Suwanee Bulldogs. And now, how about that junkyard defense?
Oh, it'll start out like this. The two defensive ends, number 24, Kyler the Killer Watson, along with number 9, Darwin the Dirt Devil Allen. The nose guard, big number 58, that's Cavante Beasley. Your defensive tackle, number 50, Colton six-shooter Hagedorn. Your linebackers, number 15, Clay Starley. And number 17, Travis Feed. Your rover will be number 10, Coy Fryer. Your spear will be number 7, Jace Moran. Your two corners getting the start tonight, number 27, Kyle Brown. Did a great job last week. The other corner, M.J. Rawson, number 5. And finally, a free safety, it's old Fred Cooks.
Back with the opening kick after this, Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile.
All right, here's the opening kick here at Paul Langford Stadium, downtown Live Oak, Florida. Andy?
Yeah, number 36, Delaney puts a foot in it for Chiles. The little short kick up to around the 26 or 27. The Dogs got it on the outside. We break away to the 35 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50. They'll be pushed out of bounds somewhere around the maybe 42 or 43. Well, they actually say we stepped out at the 45. I didn't see it. Then again, the official was Johnny on the spot. They did that pooch kick, but we got a pretty good return.
And Fred Cooks knew what to do with it. He sort of took a stutter step there, and then he down the sideline he went, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds, but still decent field position, trying to keep the ball away from MJ Rossett on those returns.
Well, that's still a pretty good return. Anytime you get it over your 45 up to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 Dogs from there. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. We got them in tight on the right side. I mean, we got like 3 receivers bunched all up on the wide side of the field, looking at a 4-man front. Now maybe 5. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Going to run right up the middle with Jace Moran. Moran tries to cut it back off tackle to the near side, but boy, if he picked up a half a yard, it was some tough sledding.
And not much there. Rebel Blanton making the tackle, junior free safety for those Chiles Timberwolves. So short gain on the opening carry by Jace the Ace.
Yeah, we packed him in pretty tight. Pretty much told him we were going to probably run the football, and we did do that. We'll give it a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9 for Suwanee right around the 47. Shotgun formation. Sykes, he'll be in the gun. Jace Moran will be directly behind him. Got a short slot and 1 wide receiver on the far side.
That's MJ.
And we got that old H back on the other side. Ball hits the turf. Moran's luckily picks the thing up and runs it up close to the 50. They'll give him the 49.5. The Dogs dodged a bullet there, bring up a 3rd down situation.
Now you got that low snap, and Moran just picked it up off the ground. Forget a handoff. I'll just scoop it up, make something out of this. That was a pretty heady play right there.
It really was. And then Moran comes off the field kind of limping like he got hit right in the shin. Hopefully that's all it is.
We already got our top 2 running backs out, so don't need any more injuries at that position. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Suwanee at the 49-yard line.
Let's see if the old Dogs put it in the air. The Timberwolves got on the white jerseys and the maroon numerals. Dogs with the black jerseys and the green trousers. Shotgun formation, and we hand it to Rawson. Plus to the inside is Rawson. He gets hit. Boy, he's going to be about a yard shy. The ball comes loose, and Chiles has picked it up at the 49. Running to the far sideline, they'll be driven out of bounds right around the 45. Boy, and we talked about turnovers. That's one thing that'll kill you.
Yeah, and that was kind of a tricky play there with MJ getting the ball, and he cut out inside and got popped pretty hard. That ball come loose, and the Timberwolves are going to come up with it.
Yeah, and it looked like he was going to be shy of the 1st down by about a yard, but boy, they knocked it loose.
Well, it would have been a decision there, punt or go for it on 4th and 1, but end up coughing it up, fumble, and that was costly there. And now the good field position belongs to the Chiles Timberwolves.
Yeah, and you talk about these Timberwolves, like you say, they got a wide open offense. The quarterback's thrown for about 1,150 yards, somewhere there is about. That'll be Taylor Jacobs. He's a left-handed quarterback. Jalen Jones will be the single back in the backfield. 3 receivers near side. Well, actually, it's number 20. It'll be Cadet. He tries to take it right over the middle. Them Dogs bow their neck, and he'll only gain about 2 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8.
Cadet averages 6.4 yards per carry. Scored a couple of touchdowns this year, 210 yards to his credit on 33 carries, but not a whole lot there on that run.
No, and I tell you, they got pretty much by committee in their backfield. You got Jones, Clark, and Cadet. And then a bunch of wide receivers. Cade Fryer will be the receiver to the near side. 2 on the far side. Single back in the backfield. Jacobs will be in the gun. Here's a snap, looking, quick pass with the left-handed quarterback, sailed a little bit high on him. It'll go incomplete.
Yeah, that one just a little bit too tall. His receiver couldn't climb that ladder, and an incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and long.
And they do have some go-to receiver, like we said, Trevor Jacobs, which I assume is his brother.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Same last name. But I was thinking they would have a special rapport, and that being their leading receiver. But he's got 2 good ones on that side because Fryer can fly.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to see who was in coverage on Fryer on the far side of the field. 2 receivers near side. They got a short slot and a wide receiver on the far side of the field. Number 14, Atwood, comes to the near side. Handoff first back through. That's number 20, Cadet. And we trip him up around the 40, maybe around the 37. It looks like he fell forward to around the 35, but they'll say he was down there.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be just shy of that first down. So the decision is going to be Coach Reagan's, the first key decision of the game, going to be short of the first down by about a yard, maybe 2. About 2, looks like. 4th and 2 coming up.
Well, I would figure they would go for it here. I mean, you're kind of in that no man's land where the field goal would be just kind of out of the reason, and you probably won't want to punt it away.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Shotgun formation. Jacobs, the quarterback, stands in the gun. Single back in the backfield, 2 receivers on either side. Suwanee in a 4-man front. Thought somebody moved early. Little quick swing pass. They make the catch, the reception. A little spin move by Cadet, and he gains the first down and then some.
Just a little swing pass out of the backfield, and it looked like we had a couple of shots at him to keep him before that first down marker, but he was able to slip some tackles, and he picks up a big first down for the T-Wolves.
Yeah, pretty good play call, that little quick pass out of the backfield. Timberwolves up to the line of scrimmage. Them old dogs digging in on the other side. We're in a 4-man front. Backers stacked behind them. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Single back in the backfield, and we jump all sides. That's going to cost us 5. It'll be 1st and 5.
Yep, don't need to help them.
No.
Suwanee had the first possession. They fumbled on the play, trying to pick up a first down. MJ Rawson coughed the ball up, and Chiles recovers, and now they're marching down the field. And an offsides penalty gives them a 1st and 5 coming up.
From the 23-yard line, 8:31 to go in the first quarter. Timberwolves trying to move it down the football field. Kind of the same set. They got trips to the near side. Single back in the backfield. Jacobs calls for the snap. Handoff to Cadet. Here, trying to take it on the right side. We stand him up right there at the line of scrimmage. But, he only needed about 5 yards to the line to run the game. So, mercy, he got at least 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, it makes it easier when you're looking at 1st and 5. But I'm a little surprised number 1's not back there running the ball. I don't know if he's injured or what the deal is, but he was their leading ground gator coming into this thing.
Yeah. Well, and you had number 38, and I hadn't seen him.
Yeah, that's the one with the big star.
Big
by
star,
his name.
yes, it is.
But Jacobs can run that football.
Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Single back in the backfield, looking to throw it. The left-handed quarterback looking, got a slant pattern. I missed it. It was a touchdown.
That is a touchdown.
Mercy.
That was Fryer.
Yeah, it was Fryer. He broke loose on the near side. I was trying to see who was in that coverage. Pretty big pass play. Complete in that dark corner for Suwanee. And then Chiles Timberwolves, the first 6 points on the board.
I mean, he threw a bullet. And Fryer right in front of our defender makes that catch and made it look easy.
Yeah, and I think that was the other Fryer.
Is that right?
You'd have to look.
I wasn't sure. So
I won't call no names.
Okay.
No name, no blame. Tee it up for the extra point, and they bang it through. Timberwolves lead at 7-0.
7-0. Chiles over Suwanee. It's early in this game. Remember, last week we fell behind 7-0 and came back.
Yeah.
Let's see how we respond this week. It's Bulldog Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwanee Bulldog football on the RiverCountrySports.com.
Well, Jacobs with a 22-yard pass, and number 11, Cade Fryer makes the catch for the touchdown, and the Chiles Timberwolves have a 7-0 lead after the extra point. That was a 6-play, 45-yard drive coming off a turnover.
Well, that's that. You said the biggest thing with that was the turnover, and that's if you can turn turnover into points, it usually makes you pretty successful. Delaney, number 36, will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Let's see if they get a little pooch kick to the near side once again, but it's going to go out of bounds. See if we take it at the 35 or we want them to kick it again.
Well, you get it to the 35, which is decent field position, but my guess is we're going to make him kick it again. Let's see what Suwanee does here. Back him up 5, make him pooch it again. Had a pretty good return last time, stepped out of bounds, but 45-yard line for our starting position.
Yeah.
And let's see if we what we elect to do here. Looks like we're going to take the 35.
Yeah, it surely does.
Okay.
1st and 10 Dogs from the 35, first quarter. Chiles leads it 7-0.
And it looks like Allen's going to line up in the backfield, so hopefully we didn't have an injury to Moran.
Yeah, he kind of was a little shook up somewhere down there around the shin area. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Allen to his right, quick pass out here to Fryer. Fryer catches out to the 35 to the 40. Fryer to the 45 to the 50. Fryer coming down the near sideline, finally hammered out of bounds, somewhere close to around the 30. Let's see where he made it to, all the way to the 30-yard line.
How about that? Coy Fryer, just a little pass. He's behind the line of scrimmage, gets a key block, and he takes off, man. Puts those afterburners on, and a big first down into Timberwolf territory down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a big play. And I'll tell you, if we could have got another blocker downfield, it might have been Katie bar the door.
Well, them Fryer boys are showing off here tonight at Langford Stadium.
Trips to the far side of the field. Them old Dogs with the green jerseys tonight. Shotgun formation. Delwyn Allen will be the lone back in the backfield. We're looking at a 4-man front. Hand off to Allen. He'll take it off the right side. Going to try to bounce it outside, but no, they're too quick for that.
Yeah, couldn't do that. Might have should have hit the hole, but Allen saw that was clogged up and tried to bounce it outside and just know where to go for number 9.
You know, and that's one of the things we talked about it last week. If you win the battle in the trenches, I'm telling you that Tallahassee Chiles, they got some good ones there right across that front 4.
They do. Lost a yard there, so 2nd and 11.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Timberwolves digging in on the other side. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Rawson. 2 receivers toward the visitor side. Now we'll bring motion. And there's a flag.
There is a flag. And
yeah, that was Lopez coming in motion to the near side. It's on us.
Yeah, it's going to be against Suwanee.
Wow.
A 5-yarder. We'll say also, we just lined up offside.
Yeah, we had to line up offside.
Usually, you kind of check with the officials. Maybe it was one of them linemen who had his paw over the ball.
Yeah.
But it's 2nd and 16.
Kind of looking for the maybe the same set as MJ. Rawson will be to the near side. He'll be in man coverage. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back in the backfield. We'll bring that same motion with Lopez to the near side. We're looking toward Lopez, and we're going to throw it toward Rawson. Rawson makes a great catch at the 20 to the 15. Somebody say 10. Somebody say, oh, give him dog 6. Wow.
Well, I mean, a couple of things on that. First of all,
yeah,
Sykes had to wait to the last minute to deliver that football. He took a hit. He took a hit as he threw that ball, but he waited to the last possible minute. He threw it on target to MJ Rawson, and then the spin move.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going out, and all of a sudden he just turned around reverse field and on his way to the end zone. He kind of backed into the end zone there. Touchdown, Suwanee.
My mercies, I said, bad thrown pass. We're going to have an INT, but no, Rawson took it away from the defender. The all-important extra point. Hit approaches the ball, and it's up. Boy, it went so high. Almost out of the universe, and that hammer knocker was good.
So Suwanee responds. We're all tied up, 7 apiece. It's Bulldog football, rivercountrysports.com.
It's the last home game tonight as the Dogs host Chiles Timberwolves in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwanee County area for 77 years.
MJ Rawson with the catch and a great move after the catch. Gets to the end zone off the Sykes pass. 36-yard touchdown play. The Dogs march 65 yards in 3 plays. We're all tied up after the extra point. 7-7.
Yeah, and that was in 1 minute's time. They scored at 7:39. We scored at 6:39.
I'm telling you, and I say this every week, this offense just gets better and better.
Yeah.
I mean, you think back to that kickoff classic, the spring game, the kickoff classic, and we were kind of trying to find ourselves. The Columbia game couldn't score, but as the season's gone on, got that passing game clicking a little bit better.
Yeah, sure enough. I'm telling you. See, back deep for the Timberwolves, I believe that's Fryer, number 11, on the near hash. See, we're going to pooch kick as well up to the 35. We missed a tackle right there, and Chiles bangs it up to around the 41. That's where the Timberwolves start out 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was Brady Van Langingham with the return that time, one of the up men. And, we're thinking the same thing because they have 2 dangerous ones back there. We've got a couple of dangerous ones, and nobody wants to get burned on that kickoff. So both teams kind of pooching it.
And both teams mostly getting pretty good field position to start out their possessions.
But they're not giving up the 6.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's see if the Dog defense now can find some footing here as Chiles has the ball at their own 40.
Quarterback Jacobs, he'll be in the gun. Cadet will be sidecar right, and they got stacked wide receivers on either side. Suwanee in a 4-man front, got a backer quicking up. We're going to come after the quarterback. Quick pass intended for number 21, Trevor Jacobs. Is incomplete.
And that was thrown just in front of him. I thought maybe the receiver, if he'd have moved a little bit, would have caught that thing, but he was thinking it was going to come right to him. He didn't have to move.
Yeah, number 1, it was Jacobs, but the quarterback threw a bullet.
He did.
Right. Incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete pass, which is good news for the Dogs. 2nd and 10.
Timberwolves up at the line of scrimmage. 4 of them doggies digging in down front. Backer stacked in behind them. 2 receivers set near side, 2 to the far side, single back in the backfield. They try to get us off sides. We don't. Hand off to Cadet. He tries to take to the left side. We're in the backfield. He tripped over the turf, and we banged him to that turf at around the 39.
Give Allen credit for the tackle there, but he just kind of hit the turf monster there and went down. And so this is going to bring up a 3rd and long situation now. 3rd and about 11 coming up.
Yeah, and I see number 11, Brooks, checks in defensively, and we bring the big nose guard out of the game for a second. I'm sure we're going to be in a 4-man front.
Put a little speed up there. Looks like Allen kind of playing at that nose guard. They switched him around. He a defensive end. Now he's inside.
Big play here. 3rd down and 11. Dogs in that 4-man front. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Here's the snap. Looking, little play action. Looking over the middle. Little bit of pressure. Takes it up the middle, and we knock him to the turf right around the 39.5-yard line. And he may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, play had broken down, and the pocket was collapsing, and then he tried to scramble, and he was lucky if he did get back to the line of scrimmage, and they say he did, and it actually got a gain of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And so that Dog defense does its job. 3 and out for the Timberwolves.
Will be in, I think, number 36, Delaney, who kicks the extra point. I thought he was going barefoot, but I am colorblind. But that, if he does, he's got on a different shoe.
He does.
Here's the snap. Boy, a high spiraling punt that's going to drive us back to somewhere around the 15-yard line. Trying to set up a return on the far side, up to the 25, to the 30, across the 30 and to the 35, maybe the 36 or 37, and we're banged to the turf.
And Fryer on the return that time. So Coy Fryer gets a nice return. And the kicker he has 2 different color shoes, a black shoe and a white shoe.
I thought it was flesh for a little bit.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah. And an official timeout that'll stop the clock. 4:55 to play first quarter. All tied up at 7. It's dog ball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak. 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching and listening to RiverCountrySports.com. Tell everybody you know, hey, this is where you find Suwanee Bulldog Athletics. It's Suwanee Sports and more.
And more.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're going to do the Christmas on the Square parade. If I can spit it out.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
That's the plan. That'll be interesting. That'll be pretty neat.
Yeah, that lighted Christmas parade.
Oh, yeah, that's a big to-do right there.
That's our next event after football.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at doing some other sports. We've committed to some wrestling tournaments and trying to get schedules for baseball and basketball. And, let's just see what's going on. But we'll try to bring as much action as we can. And, of course, looking for community support in doing that.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a great thing. Jump on board.
1st and 10 Dogs as we get the ball back at the 35.
Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Naked backfield, 2 stacked receivers far side. Well,
okay.
maybe there was supposed to be somebody there. Now, I don't know that because I didn't count the players.
Well, I'm thinking Thomas Sykes knew there was nobody back there. But the way he turned and tried to hand that ball off, maybe he thought there was somebody. We just did have Halloween. He could have thought there was a ghost back.
Well, I guess so. I mean, he did gain a yard.
He made something out of nothing. Give him credit now.
He did do that. I thought, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
He's one of our guests coming up at halftime during the player spotlight. And I actually asked him about running the football because he's got negative yards.
Oh, no.
On the set, but that's because of the sacks.
Oh, yeah.
But he does have some running ability.
Oh, yeah. If he can get into the open field, he does a pretty good job. On the receivers, number 14, or Mount Zion, that's Zion Walker near side. We do a little reverse pivot, and we're looking down the field. Going to throw it down there for Fryer. It gets knocked away, and it's going to be pass interference on the Timberwolves.
And looks like a pretty good play from up here as 16 is timing and got his hand on the football, knocked it away. That was Blanton Rebel. But they're going to call him for pass interference.
Well, and he must have got a hand on him when he got down there. So
nice little rollout by Sykes. He threw the ball down there about on the money, but he must have had that other hand on the jersey because he knocked it out clean with his.
He did with his other hand. Yeah, with one hand.
Yeah.
Mercy. But hey, that's just what the Dogs do.
No, we'll take the pass interference all day long.
15 yards, and when they're in their territory, right around the 49. 1st and 10, 7-7 ball game. If you just joined us at the 3:59 mark of the first quarter. Sykes will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. I think that'll be Cooks, just looking at it. 2 receivers far side. Zion Walker to the near side. Little play action, throws that little bubble screen to the outside. We try to cut it back to the inside, and we might have lost a yard.
Yeah, Fryer made the catch, but then there was nowhere to go. He had 2 defenders right on him.
Yeah.
And in the backfield, I think Cooks was looking for the handoff.
Well,
so we got to get together on this thing.
That's the thing. Like we said, we've had to use multiple backs. We've had plenty of injuries back there.
Yeah.
The only way that play goes if you get the outside receiver to block down and you can get around the outside, and that didn't happen that time. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage facing a 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation, motion by Rawson, and we're going to hand it off near side to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. It's on feet. I'm telling you, Cooks. It could have, yeah. Wow, what a run. I mean, we faked everybody out, almost faked me. I said, he can't be handing it off.
Oh, Freddie Cooks looked good on that run, didn't he?
He was cooking.
That's going to help him coming into the game. 21 carries, 55 yards, averaging 2.6 yards a carry. But you start getting yardage like that, that's going to help them stats.
Oh, yeah.
Good-looking run there. Big first down, Suwanee.
Yeah, we must have did a lot of influence blocking there. We had the Timberwolves going to the far side of the field, and we came back near side and picked up another big first down up to around the 23. Now we got 2 guys in motion. They'll get set on the other side. Shotgun formation, single back. Delwyn Allen, we're looking for a big hole. Allen blasts through there and bang his way close to around the 17.
Well, you bring those 2 men into motion, so you got a tight end and then you got an H-back, and it looks like that's the hole we're going through, and the defense kind of keys on that. And Allen, he cuts it up between the center and the guard.
Yeah, some nice blocking up front for the Dogs. Good pickup on first down. We'll call it about 5.
So 2nd and 5 coming up.
Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Got a little short slot receiver. 2 receivers far side. Sykes will be in the gun, and we'll do the same thing with the H-back and the tight end. Single back in the backfield is Allen. He tries to cut back to the left. This time, he's going to fight his way for 3, 4, still on and maybe get down to the 11. Boy, we were just pushed from the pile.
He was stopped well short, but he just kept moving, and we just kept that pile moving, and we got to get the first down inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone.
Yeah, and they will spot us right at the 11-yard line.
So we could pick up a first down without scoring here.
We'll get the next play call from the sideline.
Chiles has not stopped us. Remember, we stopped ourselves that first possession with the turnover.
We did. Sykes will be in the gun. The old Dirt Devil, Allen, he'll be in the backfield, the single back, 2 receivers far side. That little short slot, or H-back, we're going to get protection. Going to throw a fade to the corner of the end zone. Ball we just off our fingertips, and it's incomplete.
That's an incomplete pass, and boy, I tell you, MJ would like that back.
Yes, he would.
Because he was quarantined back there in the end zone, and he had a defender, but he had separation, and that ball bounced off him.
Yeah, he had to go airborne, and might have got there a little bit soon. But it did go off his fingertips. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he should have had that one.
He'll make up for it somewhere down the line.
And it could be this play.
Dogs facing a 2nd and 10 from around the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation. Single back in the backfield. 2 receivers far side. Here's a snap, handoff to Allen. Right side. Boy, they hammer us. It would get through the line of scrimmage. And maybe we got it down to the 10. I don't know. Maybe the ball came loose. There was a scramble for something.
Yeah, I didn't see the ball come loose, but Allen, he's running those tough yards right into those big old wolves.
Yeah.
And so no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Mercy. You get down here in the red zone, you want to put at least 6 points on the board and make it 7.
I wouldn't be surprised they don't go back to number 5.
Yeah.
Last week Roston had a drop when it hit his hands, and they went right back to him, and he made a spectacular catch.
He surely did. Let's see, Roston will be in single coverage on the near side. That's the home side. Trips to the far side of the football field, single back. We'll bring them in motion, and Sykes is looking. They pin their back. We're going to be sacked right around the 17 or 18. They sent a blitz after us. They knew we were going to throw the ball, and mercy, that's what happens.
Yeah, number 32 got back there and got on our quarterback, and so he ends up taking the sack, and give credit to Mason McCants, sophomore linebacker, for making that tackle. And now that's going to force Suwanee into a field goal try.
Yeah, and so the actual tee will be spotted right around the 24, so it'll be a 34-yard attempt by A.J. Hitt. Logan Brooks will be the holder, and we're on the near hash. Oh, he started a little early, and I think he's going to He did because the timing was off as far as the snap and the ball getting on the tee, and it's no good.
Yeah, that was just ugly from the beginning.
Yeah.
So we failed to score, go down and threaten, but no score there. So we're still tied with 14 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. It's Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwanee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwanee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Jacobs in the gun for the Timberwolves after the missed field goals. 2 receivers near side. Now they'll bring motion and hand off to that motion man. That's number 6. Matthews takes it to the far side, cuts it up the field, and it looks like he's going to gain maybe about 5 yards, but hold everything. A little hanky.
Yellow marker on the field, and tackle on the play made that time by big old number 59, Will Brown.
Oh, Uptown Brown.
Yeah.
I think it's a holding call from Tallahassee Chiles.
All right.
That'll back it up 10 yards. That'll be just what the doggy ordered. We'll take it back to somewhere around the 15 or 16-yard line, probably around the 16.
All right, we'll take the hold. So if back to the 16, they actually only lose 4 yards.
4, yeah. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. That's Taylor Jacobs. Single back in the backfield. That'll be a cadet. He'll stand to his left. Stacked wide receivers on either side. The old quarterback Jacobs looking, a little curl pattern, complete to number 21, Taylor Jacobs, and we hit him right as he catches the football, and they maybe got back to the original first down marker, maybe not. Maybe a gain of about 2.
And we come to the end of the first quarter of play with the score, Suwanee 7 and Chiles 7. You're listening and watching Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Ford Red Zone. At Roundtree Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeFord.com today.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
And we flip the field as we begin the second quarter of action here at Paul Langford Stadium, tied at 7. Chiles has the football at the 18-yard line, their own 18. It'll be 2nd and 12 coming up for the T-Wolves.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of play call they come up with. Now, their left-handed quarterback, now he can zing it, I'm telling you, but the Dogs have done some pretty good things as far as coverage is concerned. Thing is, we just don't need to let anybody get behind us. Jacobs will be in the gun. Single back in the backfield, that's Cadet. And, boy, that was close. Handoff to Cadet, takes it right up the middle of the field, does a little spin around move. Swanee's got him wrapped up just as he crosses the 20-yard line. So it should bring up about a 3rd and maybe 9, 8.5.
He ran the ball hard, but going to bring up a 3rd down. And Suwanee with a chance to get off the field here. If they can get a stop, it's going to be 3rd, and I'm going to call it 8.
Yeah.
After that 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, the little running back, I call him little. He kind of was able to hide behind those big old linemen, but somehow he fought for a little bit more yardage than I thought he just made it to the line of scrimmage. Timberwolves up to the line. They're looking. Left-handed quarterback, wide open receiver. Number 21 makes the catch. It's Taylor Jacobs, and he's right at the first down marker.
I think he's got it. If they spot him where he made the catch, then he had to cross the 30, and I think he has the first down here. Let's see where they mark him, and he didn't get a great spot. And they are going to move the chains.
Yeah, got just enough. The nose of the football touching the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Timberwolves from there. That old dog defense going to have to hunker down. Number 11, Fryer for the Timberwolves. He'll be to the far side of the field. 2 receivers near side. And shotgun formation with Jacobs. They'll bring the little slot back, number 14, to the near side. That's at what he gets set. They'll do 2 pulling guards, hand it off to Cadet. Near side, got a lot of running room. Boy, sometimes we grabbed him around the waist and slung him to the turf.
Yeah.
After a pretty good pickup.
Travis Feed with the tackle, but a flag comes out, and they may get us for a horse collar now.
You got to grab on to what you can grab on to.
Yeah, and it is going to be personal foul. Going to call the face mask against Suwanee.
Boy, that'll hurt, but that'll be a first down and some big yardage.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help out the Chiles Timberwolves on that call. And, from up here, it looked like a pretty good tackle, but he yanked him pretty hard, and so the flag came out. And that's going to move the ball into Suwanee territory, down to the 45 after the 15-yarder.
1st and 10. Tallahassee Chiles. 2 receivers set on either side. Cadet will be the lone running back. The quarterback, Jacobs, in the gun. We got a 4-man front. And Jacobs looking. His receiver tried to come back to the football, but it goes incomplete, intended for Fryer.
Fryer came back to the ball, but incomplete pass. Clock is stopped, 10:28 showing on the scoreboard clock here in quarter number 2, all tied up at 7.
Mercy, it's been a ball game so far, kind of back and forth, a couple of penalties and a turnover, but it's a 7-7 ball game.
Suwanee with a threat of scoring their last possession and ended up taking a sack and then missing a field goal. And we're tied up at 7.
Timberwolves up to the line of scrimmage. Jacobs calling for the snap. Single back, handoff to Cadet. He'll do a little dance move and spin move, but Suwanee made a pretty good recovery, whoever made that tackle, because I thought he was going to score out of there for big yardage.
Pretty nice run. And again, they're missing their top running back, Jones.
Yeah.
And really hadn't seen Jacobs run the ball much.
No, they got their guys across the front. Then they got 3, but they're back 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 23 yards behind the front line. So if you could put it in a spot in the middle, you might have a shot.
I think that's what they were thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what AJ does on this one.
Yeah, see, number 8 for them will be in the middle of the field. That's
There's onside.
McMillan.
Onside kick.
Onside. Real quick, and we did get it. And we got it going the other way, boy. The Dogs come up with that strategy, and it was a good one. And we'll have it 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Onside kick once again, boy. It's coming a little, and we touch it, keep it in bounds, and we flip on it.
Oh my goodness!
Another one. Okay. Yeah, did a pretty good job. It's almost like I really didn't see any movement. I was trying to watch to see if you would think it's lining up off sides. Or usually you ask the.
Sometimes you just have to rock a little bit.
Yeah.
They'll catch you on it. It just depends on how touchy they are on that.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a timeout on the football field. This is a Suwanee timeout. 9:42 to play here in the first half. All tied at 7. It's Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
So the first weekend of December means Christmas on the Square, a hometown holiday tradition. This year, they're celebrating 40 years. The event this year, Thursday, December 5th through Saturday the 7th. And don't miss that lighted Christmas parade, Saturday, December 7th in downtown Live Oak at 6 p.m. That event is going to be broadcast live and then available for you to watch anytime, archived right here on RiverCountrySports.com. Right, back to the action. Big 3rd down and 12 coming up.
Yeah, this is a big play for the Suwanee defense. And I tell you, we've been watching Chiles. They like to throw it 2 receiver set either side. They got the big tight end kind of spread out on the far side. Looking to Cadet right here. Finds number 21. Jacobs wide open. He'll get all the way down to the 30 and a big 1st down for Chiles.
Well, they have a nice passing game, especially when they get that kind of protection and you give 21 time to get open.
Yeah.
It's hard to cover him. And he gets a big 1st down for the Chiles Timberwolves. That's, I think, the second 3rd down conversion they've had on this drive.
It is. And like I say, Trevor Jacobs and Cade Fryer are his go-to receivers as far as down the field. Also, Cadets does pretty good coming out of the backfield. So they got some weapons.
They do.
Looks like Suwanee now in a 3-man front. Chiles up to the line of scrimmage. They got trips to the far side. Single receiver near side, number 14. That's Jake Atwood. Shotgun formation for Jacob. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Cadet. He'll be to his right. 3 backers stacked behind those 3 up front. We're coming after him. They run it to the near side. It's Cadet. He gets hammered right as he enters the hole right around the 30. He'll fall forward around the 29.5.
Clay Starling with the tackle. And the inside running play that time, a little delayed run.
Yeah.
And trying to catch us off guard a bit, but Suwanee's defense bowed up. Only a gain of 1.
It was 2nd down and 9 as Jacobs gets a play call from the sideline.
It's a long drive here, started at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, yeah. 2 receivers near side. One of them will be Trevor Jacobs. He's on the outside. Number 3 inside of him, which is Van Landingham, or whatever you said earlier. Shotgun formation. There's a snap across the middle, complete to Jacobs. You can just about count on Jacobs and Fryer, but you can't double coverage both of them.
No, you can't. And, doing a nice job on coverage there, but that ball was on the money. I mean, nice little slant. That's hard to cover if you can't get inside of that.
The left-handed quarterback, nose of the football right at the 20-yard line.
Right at that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. 1st and 10. Chiles on the move. Down to our 20.
Well, we need a takeaway. Some of them dogs, we got to pound them up there. Suwanee still. Let's see if they stay in the 3-man front. Chiles has 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Number 14, Atwood, will be to the near side. Shotgun formation. Come with a little blitz. Hand off to Cadet. He'll take it right up the middle and gain a couple. Suwanee pins him to the turf closer to the 17.
And Allen on the tackle. So short game there. 2nd down coming up. Give him a gain of, looks like about 3, maybe 4.
Getting some pretty good spots. They'll get the next play call, and Jacobs Get that from Coach Reagan's. They come pretty much with the same set with those trips over there. Cadet in the backfield. Jacobs will be in the gun. Suwanee in a three-man front. Here's the snap. Not much pressure. Quick out pattern, and it's caught right around the 11-yard line. I believe that was by Fryer.
That was by Fryer, but he had to kind of go down to his knees to make that catch. So no run after the catch. That'll bring up third down. And once again, got to stop them on third down. They've been able to convert those third downs on this drive. They've had two big third down conversions. And now another chance here.
Yeah, third and let's call it a long two, maybe.
Yeah.
2.5. See what the Dogs can do here. They need to do one of those double hunkers. Let's get a takeaway. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Cadet will be the lone back. Hand off to Cadet. Cuts it to the right side. We had him. We snatched him back.
Ball loose.
And wow, let's see if we got it. If the Timberwolves got it, we'll bring up a fourth down. But we're pointing we got it. They're pointing they have it.
Well, Feed made the tackle. The ball was on the ground. Suwanee jumped on it. But it's if they say the ground caused the fumble, of course, then it remains Chiles' ball, and I don't see any indication. And there it is. There's the indication.
Oh, my.
Suwanee football on the turnover.
Just what the Doggy ordered. We were begging for it. And we got it.
Yeah. Well, Feed was the one that made that pop. And then I didn't catch the number of the player that jumped on that loose football, but Johnny on the spot there. Suwanee comes up with a turnover. Dog ball when we come back at Suwanee Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Suwanee football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Jamie Watcher, Lake City reporter, supplies stats for us. And in that, these are first quarter stats. As far as that went, Fred Cooks, our leading ground gainer, he had that big run for 26 yards. Delwyn Allen, 4 carries for 11 yards. In the passing department, Sykes is 4 of 5, 79 yards with a touchdown. A pretty good-looking stat page after the first quarter of play. We're tied up at 7. Suwanee coming off a turnover here. And let's see if they can get something started here from their own 11-yard line.
See if we can crank that offense up. But I would say we might stay pretty conservative to get it out from around the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Cooks. Little play action and the quick pass out here. Boy, we are hammered. It's probably a good thing that it went over our head and was incomplete.
Yeah. I mean, he took the hit anyway.
Yeah.
But, just a quick pass to the receiver, but Chiles had that covered up.
Well, we lose 2 yards, so maybe it was a
So he caught the ball and then took the hit.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You said incomplete. I got this pole in my way. I didn't actually see
Well, I couldn't see it, but he did catch it.
He did catch
I thought it went through his hands. I was hoping it did, but it might have been a backwards pass anyway. So what do I know?
Yeah. Well, no gain on that play, I can tell you that.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10. Suwanee up to the line of scrimmage. Timberwolves digging in on the other side. They're in a 5-man front. Single receiver, far side of the field. Little short slot on the short side. Looked like we're going to toss it, and boy, it almost got picked. And we were just running it back to the inside and trying to get it to one of our go-to men.
Yeah, and MJ Rawson was on the other side. So what he did, he tried to draw the defense this way and then went that way. But somebody, one of those linemen, I believe, got a big old Timberwolf paw on it.
They did.
And knocked it down.
It was almost dangerous.
It was. But it was a nice looking play. I mean, if they would have if that wouldn't have been deflected and they get the ball to MJ, I mean, he had room to run after the catch.
Oh, yeah. But that brings up a big 3rd down and 10, and we're backed up all the way to the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. That's Cooks. I thought he was looking for Cooks, and we're going to air it out, and we just can't get it. But I think that was intended for number 1 for Suwanee, and he just broke out of there. He was quarantined, if you want to say it, intended for Lopez, but it goes incomplete.
Yeah, and Sykes just ran out of time there, but he put a little too much air under that. But Lopez, you're right. He was open. If he could have caught that in stride, he was gone. But an incompletion will bring up 4th down and punt.
And the thing about it, I mean, the field position game, it'll be pretty crucial right here. Got to get that good snap. We'll be standing about 4 yards deep. They're coming after this one, and boy, we do get it away. High end over end kick. They call for the fair catch, I assume, at around the 37.
Back after this, Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
And back here at the old doghouse, Tallahassee Chiles with the football after the punt. They'll have it right at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers set to the near side. Shotgun formation, single back. Different back this time. That's their go-to running back, Jalen Jones. He takes it right out the middle of the field. He'll cross the 35 just inside of it, about a half a foot.
I hadn't heard about an injury, and so apparently that was, you're going to sit out the first quarter kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a disciplinary reason. But anyway, he's back in there, and that is their go-to back. And you can see by his size, that's a big old load to bring down.
Yeah, he's a bruiser compared to Cadet.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man.
See what they do here. Jacobs gets the play call from the far sideline. They'll bring it into the huddle. Dogs in a 4-man front. And they're digging in on the other side. 2 receivers set to the near side. Cade Fryer will be to the far side of the field. Single back. They hand off to him. Looking for off tackle. We standing up. We hit him. He drags us forward all the way inside the 30 to around the 29 or maybe the 28.
And we hit him high. You're not going to hit that one high and bring him down. You got to hit him low and take them legs out because
he's a load.
Yeah, he upper body strength. And he showed it there. He moved you forward. Got the tackle, but he got yards after the contact and inside the 30-yard line now. Big third down coming up.
It will be another one. I'll tell you, Chiles has been pretty successful tonight. Jones will be the lone back in the backfield. He'll be to the right of Jacobs. 2 receivers set either side, looking quick out pattern intended for Fryer. It's incomplete.
It is incomplete that time, so they go to the pass on 3rd down. A little surprised they didn't run that bruiser. You try to get that 1st down, but an incomplete pass. And now 4th down and probably go for it territory for Chiles.
I was about to say, you'll probably see Jalen Jones get it, or, if they want to make us bite on this and go down the field for the big score, they could do that too.
Cade Fryer in that last play, he kind of dove for that football. He laid out for it, but couldn't come up with it. Now 4th down. Come on, dogs, dig in.
Well, they're going to have to hunker down, dogs, hunker down. This time it'll be Jalen Jones. He'll be sidecar left. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. 2 receivers set. Actually 3 to the near side and hold everything. Them old dogs want a timeout to talk about it.
Timeout on the football field. We'll take a timeout as well at Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com. It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwanee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SwaneeParks.com. Suwanee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Well, it's a big play coming up here. 4th down and 3. And Suwanee trying to get the stop here and a turnover on downs. Chiles digging in, trying to get this 1st down. Big play coming up here.
Yeah, and they got a pretty good big offensive line. So and the big running back. Yeah. We'll call him Little Pooh Bear. Jalen Jones, he'll be sidecar left. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Trips to the near side. Suwanee in a 4-man front.
Yeah, and now, let's see.
Not sure.
This is equipment. And we're going to have a participation penalty against Suwanee. That's going to be a free 1st down.
Wow. How was that?
So we have 12 out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we got 12 on the field. Yeah, we got too many men on the field.
We just took a timeout, Wayne.
Yeah, I understand, but somebody got a little confused coming out of that timeout, and we had too many on the field.
All right, so that big fourth down play is naught because it's a 1st and 10, Tallahassee Chiles. Right around the 24. Shotgun formation. Jacobs, he's throwing to the big back out of the backfield. We got him around the ankles, and we drag him to the turf. Well, a great play by the Suwanee defense that time.
It was, and just grabbed him by that ankle. I said you had to hit him low. That time he hit him low, but he didn't let go. Just held on to him.
It was. I think it was old Clay Starling. Had a beat on him.
He's had a nice season and a nice play on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they lose, I'm going to say about 3 yards.
Back to the 27-yard line.
Just what the doggy ordered. 4-man front for Suwanee. Chiles up to the line of scrimmage. Kind of the same set. Jacobs will be at the gun. The big back Jones to his left. 2 receivers set far side. Now they'll take the slot man and move him to the far side. They'll run Jones to that side. Boy, he's got a leading blocker in front of him. A big old dude. Get some good yardage, but probably about 6 or 7.
Yeah, Brooks hit him and tripped him up that time. But you get him behind, he's big enough to bring down, but then you get big old blockers in front of him.
Yeah, he was following big number 77, Herring, and then not to mention the little slot back blocked down on our linebacker in there. Yeah, big 77 was a leading blocker.
They're down there inside that Roundtree 4 red zone, and they've got a 3rd down again. This will be 3rd and 5 coming up.
From the 19-yard line. Single receiver near side. That'll be Fryer. 2 receivers to the far side. Boy, they snapped the football and about fooled me because I don't think the quarterback was ready, and he really wasn't ready, so we sacked him for about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
And that's Kyler that got back on him, Kyler Watson. And you're right. The quarterback took the snap, but I don't think anybody was ready for it, and including, whatever the play was. And just a little confusion on Chiles' side, and they end up taking the sack.
Yeah, the running back never
moved. Yeah.
He got the snap. Mercy. That's just what the doggy ordered. Now, they're going to try a field goal. We missed one earlier at the end of the first quarter. This will be number 36, Liam Delaney. This is going to be, I guess it's close enough to be a 40-yard attempt from the far hash. And somebody's going to take a timeout and talk about that.
Yeah, let's hang on to talk about this. A big kick coming up. It's a Chiles timeout. 7-7 tie with 2:05 to go until halftime. It's Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwanee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwanee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Suwanee Bulldog football here in Live Oak. Down in the southern end of the county, Branford is hosting Hamilton County in a game right now.
Mercy. So the tee will be spotted right at the 30-yard line. And Delaney will attempt a 40-yard field goal attempt. Good snap. Down on the tee, we come after it. Boy, low line drive. I can't even tell where it went. But the hammer knocker's no good.
Yeah, he didn't get that elevated enough. Just kind of a line drive kick, and that's going to be no good. So each team has mixed a field goal try, and we're still tied at 7. Other games tonight in Lake City tonight, you've got Columbia hosting North Miami Beach. That's a long road trip for them boys. In Chiefland tonight, you've got a good one. How about Union County 8-0 at Chiefland coming in at 7-1?
Boy, I'm telling you, that ought to be a good one, huh?
That's a good matchup there. Bronson is playing at Bell tonight. You've got Lake Minneola at Madison.
At Madison.
How about that?
Are you kidding?
I'm telling you. The Cowboys, nobody around here wants to play them. They got to go around. They got to find a schedule.
Good
luck to the Cowboys in that one tonight. Don't know a lot about Lake Minneola. They come in 3-6.
I don't either. I don't probably won't any of Madison. Shotgun formation, 4 side. Single back is Delwyn Allen. Allen finds a big hole, cuts it to the right, and boy, he gets hammered right around the 25-yard line.
So about a 5-yard pickup for Allen on that first down run. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter and tied up at 7. We figure this is going to be a close ball game, two very evenly matched teams. and they give him 6 on that carry. So 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Suwanee out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the far side of the field. Single receiver to the near side. Shotgun formation, 4 sacks. Single back in the backfield. That will be Delwyn Allen. He'll be the blocking back. We're going to throw it down the field to Rawson. And boy, I tell you, the safety, he had safety help underneath, and he just saved a touchdown, I do believe.
Well, he got that big hand up, and I think that was enough of the distraction, but I still thought MJ was going to catch that ball and go the distance. And you got to give Sykes credit. Now, he is growing into that position at quarterback, but he looked one way and then came back to MJ, and that's all it takes sometimes, just to give that defense a pause, but incomplete.
Well, that would have been lights out and a touchdown if he catches that football. He comes out of the game, shotgun formation, quick pass underneath to Lopez. He makes the reception, but I don't even know, maybe his forward progress kept him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he didn't go anywhere there except backwards after the catch, but hopefully they mark him where he got the ball, and that's going to bring a 4th down, and Swanee's going to have to punt it away. And timeout on the field, 1:09 left on the clock. Chiles going to use a timeout here to try to save some time when they get possession of this football. So Suwanee will go 3 and out here, and deep inside your own territory. Probably don't want to take any chances here trying to pick up 1st down, so they're going to have to kick. And that's going to give Chiles another opportunity here to get points on the board before the half. And with their weapons, you never know.
Now, you back deep for them will be Cole Lawson, number 30. And then the other one will be number 11. That's O'Cade Fryer.
Other games around the area, you got Trenton at home. They're facing Lakeland, Tenorock. McClay is in Perry tonight, taking on Taylor County, battle of 6-2 clubs. Santa Fe at Dixie County. Gadsden County is at Wakulla tonight. That's a big one.
Yeah, it is.
Lafayette with a long road trip out to Chipley. You got Denellen at Baker County. Fort White is at Fleming Island this evening.
That's a trip.
That is a trip. They're long road trips tonight for teams.
Oh, yeah. AJ hit. He'll be in punt formation right around the 13. High spiraling kick. We better get down there in a hurry. This one's returnable, but they call for the fair catch. Number 30 does. And that'll be Lawson. And that's where the Timberwolves will start out. So, hey, that's a pretty good kick.
Yeah, that was a great kick by AJ, and they didn't come after that when they were setting up a return. And then when he called for a fair catch, that was a blessing for Suwanee because, their return men now, they can take it the distance.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a nice high spiraling kick, and our special teams unit got down there and he called fair catch, and I breathed a sigh of relief there.
Oh, yeah. They'll start out right at the 35-yard line. They have about 64 ticks left on the clock before the end of the first half.
Hold on, Suwanee. Hold on.
Matthews, along with Trevor Jacobs, one of the go-to receivers, will be to the near side, fire to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation, and the old left-handed quarterback looking. They run an out pattern underneath, and and we got a pick. We're going the other way. We cut across the field. It could be a pick. Somebody say 6, and somebody say that's cooking and peanut oil, and that's a Fryer on the score.
And that was off a deflection.
Wow.
Then he picked that ball up. All of a sudden, the ball's in his hand, and a Fryer, he knows what to do with the ball. When he gets it in the open field like that, you're not going to catch him.
My goodness.
I mean, that would popped off of our intended receiver, went up in the air, and Fryer was Johnny on the spot, and there he goes, pick 6.
Wow. Some good yardage. They were airing it out, and I thought he was throwing it to the other receiver, but then we tipped it, and Fryer catches it. Wow. Touchdown, Suwanee.
That's exactly right. It popped up in the air, and Fryer took it into the end zone.
Here's the snap down on the tee. AJ hit, and he bangs it through. Them Dogs tack on 7 more. We lead at 14-7.
Wow. And you're thinking after your offense stalls and then you give them the ball back, we're worried about that big play on their side. You're thinking about the defense making a big play like that.
My goodness.
But that was huge.
Who would have thought it?
53 seconds still showing on the first half clock. And AJ's had a nice game, punting the ball, kicking the ball, missed that field goal, but that wasn't on him. That was on the setup. That whole timing was off.
Yeah, it was.
That big punt. And they didn't get the return, and then they're going to passing situation, and Swanee's in coverage and comes up with the INT, pick 6.
Well, asking for a big play and a turnover, that was a big one, but the thing is, we do have to kick it away to them.
And according to my stats, that's Fryer's first INT of the year.
Yeah.
That came at a good time.
It is. Looks like number 6 will be one of the returners. He'll be on the near side of the field, stand around the 5-yard line. A.J. Hitt tees it up at the 40. See if we do that little pooch kick or onside kick. And, boy, I'll tell you, he could have kicked it a little shorter. We might could have caught that thing in midair.
Yeah, if it would have stayed in bounds. But, just a little too far to the outside that time. But pulled that off a couple of times last week and trying to catch. Now, Chiles was a little more ready for that. I don't know that would have worked.
Well, I was thinking let's kick it deep and out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Make them go at least 80 yards to pay dirt instead of about 60 for
Well, they got it at the 35 if they wanted it at the 35. And they actually going to have it at the 45.
It went out of bounds.
That's where it went out of bounds. So take the field position.
That's great field position.
But only 51 seconds on the clock. And let's see if they keep it on the ground this time or they go back to the air.
Taylor Jacobs, the quarterback, he'll stand in the gun. The big running back, number 38, Jalen Jones there. No, they're going to throw it again. They say, get on that horse again. Quick pass to Fryer. He makes the reception right around the 41-yard line.
And he'll have a first down, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll keep the clock will stop to move the chains.
Well, they moved the chains, 42 seconds still to go. And now in Suwanee territory, down to the 40-yard line after the 15-yard pass play.
Dogs in let's see what we're in, a 4-man front. Across the line, shotgun formation for Chiles. Little play action to the big running back, and they're running a fade pattern. Wide open receiver is number 21, and that'll be touchdown Chiles. Mercy.
How in the world? Now, that's what I was afraid of before the pick six, but you get that lead. All you've got to do is keep them out of the end zone. Less than a minute to go, and we can't get her done.
Nope. And you know who they're going to, right?
Yeah.
It's one of two so far tonight.
Well, he was so wide open. My goodness.
And I guess you can call that Jacobs to Jacobs.
And we're an extra point away from being tied once again.
We need to block it. Delaney will try the point after. The tee will be spotted right around the 10-yard line. Down, snap on the tee, and it is good.
And now we're tied up at 14. So Suwanee takes a quick lead, but it doesn't last long. Chiles comes right back. Still 26 seconds left to go, and Suwanee will get one more crack at it. I don't know what they can do with that little time, but my goodness. Hey, there's always something happening at the Spirit of Suwanee Music Park and Campground. For updated information on events, festivals, camping, cabins, check their website, musicliveshere.com. Check out that events page, and there's always something. There's live music going on tonight.
Oh yeah,
in the SOS, out on the porch stage probably. But there's always something happening at the Spirit to keep up with everything. And remember that website, musicliveshere.com, the Spirit of Suwanee Music Park and Campground, US 129 at the Suwanee River between Live Oak and Jasper. Well, fireworks here in the last minute.
Yeah.
We had a 7-7 tie. Suwanee with a pick six to go up 14-7, 53 seconds left. And Chiles comes right down the field and puts it in the end zone on 2 plays. And a 40-yard pass play there. Jacobs to Jacobs, as you said.
Yeah, it was.
Knotted at 14.
And that's pretty much the connection for them. They usually like to go to Fryer or Jacobs. Let's see if Delaney decides if they kick it deep or they do the pooch kick. We'll see. Actually, they're not doing onside kick. They got 4 here on the near side. Kind of a squib kick all the way across the field. Went out of bounds at the 32. Will we take it at the 35?
Well, probably. Yeah, with 26 seconds. I mean, unless they're not going to give MJ a chance to return this thing, kick return. So might as well take it to the 35. Now, the question is, if we do take it to the 35, are we going to air it out here, 26 seconds, or we play it safe?
I'll let the coach make those decisions, but I wouldn't want to pick 6 before the half.
That's why they get the big money. Yeah, that's right. But, you you've got Fryer on your side. You got MJ on your side. You got a chance to go the distance any play. I'm guessing they run the football.
Well, let's see.
It looks like Cooks is back there.
Cooks will be.
I didn't see Moran come back in the game.
No, I don't think so. Trips to the near side. Single receiver will be Rawson to the far side of the field. They'll have safety help underneath with him. Man coverage on the near side. Bring motion with Fryer. He'll get set and come back and go down the field. Little pressure on the quarterback side. Cuts it up the field to the 40, to the 45. He'll be banged down around the 49. Somebody say, give that dog a first down.
Quarterback scramble, and the clock will stop at 18 seconds as they move the chains. But Sykes saw nothing was open, and
we're going to just line up under center here.
Yeah, we're going to spike the ball, it looks like.
At around the 49. Boy, they hit us. It should have been offside.
And there is going to be a flag.
Yeah. That's good. We'll get 5 yards. And it stops. Keep the clock.
Yeah, no doubt. We're just going to spike the football there, but
get your play call.
They're going to play nasty. We'll take the offsides.
That'll move it up to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, now into Timberwolf territory at the 46. So you get a nice pass completion here down the field for about 20 yards. We may be in field goal range. Not a lot of time left to work with. There are only 15 seconds left on that scoreboard clock.
Yeah, I saw Zion was checking into the game, and we call a timeout.
College football games coming up tomorrow. Tonight, you got a game going on between two Florida schools. What are they doing playing on a Friday night?
I don't know. What were they thinking?
USF at FAU. So South Florida at Florida Atlantic. That's down in Boca Raton. And USF coming in 3-4, and the Owls 2-5. Tomorrow at noon, you've got the Miami Hurricanes. They're now ranked 5th in the country. They host the Duke Blue Devils. That's an interesting game because you've got the former Miami coach coming in.
Yeah.
And he would like nothing better to knock off them Canes. That's going to be a tough ball game for Miami. They're 20-point favorites. I don't know about that.
Well, I would think so. I mean, Miami's showing that they got the stuff to do it with.
What about that game in Jacksonville?
Which one?
Florida, Georgia. Georgia is a 16-point favorite in that ball game.
No, Florida's got everything to gain, and Georgia has everything to lose, and you know how that game can go on those rivalries.
Yeah, that's true. But Georgia probably will win that one. But if they come in playing tight and Florida's loose, you never know.
Oh, yeah. Get them old slow starters. If they come out like that, it might be a long day. See what the Dogs do here after the timeout. 1st down and 5. We got it around the 46. Shotgun formation. We got receivers everywhere. They're coming after us. Start across the middle. Complete to Lopez. Down to around the 17. If we can stop the clock, it should stop with 9 seconds. The question is, we're going to spike it and kick a field goal. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking now you are in field goal range. Yeah. You've got it at the 19-yard line. And I don't think he got time for an end zone shot here. Probably just going to spike it. Yeah, he does.
Got it at the 20.
And we'll set up a field goal try here right before the half. Man, I'm telling you what, we went that whole second quarter without any scoring. And then all of a sudden, the two offenses just break loose here in the final minute.
Yes, like where you have a minute left in basketball and it lasts 25 minutes. Well, that's kind of how the end of the second half on the second quarter is going.
And so they'll try the field goal, I'm guessing here, is looking for 18. We're in the huddle right now. I can't tell if 18 is out there.
I would think you would kick a field goal here.
We're going to go for it.
With 7 seconds. Okay, 19. You're talking about anyway.
Okay. Maybe we have a play.
36-yard attempt it would be. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Receivers everywhere. He gets hit, and it goes up in the air, and it's going to go incomplete.
And that's going to be the half. I am shocked we didn't take the field goal try. I guess Coach thought we had enough time. And but they did not stop the clock. It's now on double zeros, and it is halftime. So an incomplete pass, and we had no chance to stop the clock and try the field goal. I'm surprised they didn't go for the field goal there and try to get the lead. But we are tied at 14. We are at halftime. Stay tuned. We've got our player spotlight coming up. Also, the Bulldog Bark. It's Suwanee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, pad, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 386 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the third generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwanee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwanee Bulldog football and RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwanee Bulldog football on the RiverCountrySports.com.
It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwanee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwaneeParks.com.
It's time now for a Bulldog Player Spotlight, brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time now for Player Spotlight. And in the spotlight, I've got a couple of Bulldogs right here. I've got Thomas Sykes, number 4, our quarterback, and number 1, Noah Lopez. And Thomas, going to start with you. Tell me about your play this season. How would you assess your own play?
I started off bad, and I think we've progressively gotten a little bit better.
Yeah.
And yes, sir.
I think you've gotten better
Yes, sir.
as a quarterback. Hey, do you feel more comfortable back there on Friday nights?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about when the play breaks down?
What do you mean?
I mean, well, you have a play design is supposed to go this way or supposed to go that way, but sometimes that rush gets in your face and things change and you just got to ad lib.
You kind of just scramble drill. You make an adjustment.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about now you started your career in Branford, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me about transferring up here in that transition. How was that?
The standard here is a lot higher.
Yeah.
Everybody holds each other to a higher standard, and the work ethic around everybody works hard.
Do you feel like you're a Bulldog now? Do you feel like
Yes, sir.
you're one with the team?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And now you're only a junior, so you're going to get better.
Yes, sir.
But you feel pretty good about. From what I've seen from watching you, and now watching you from the spring to the preseason classic, and then throughout the season. I remember that Columbia game where we couldn't score, and then where we are now is night and day, man. I mean, you've improved tremendously.
Yes, sir.
You ever look at your stats?
Every now and then, yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think of your stats? Touchdowns to interceptions, number of yards. You're over 1,200 yards in the year.
Yes, sir. I think it could have been better too, but going here on out, it'll be a big difference.
I like the fact that you want to get better.
Yes, sir.
That's impressive. 2 wins in a row. Congratulations on that. Let me talk to Noah now for a minute. Now, you're a guy that came in the season and got injured early and now have come back. Tell me about that
Well, it
process.
was definitely hard because, I've never had any serious injuries before. I pulled my hamstring in practice or in actually the Madison game and played through that, but it was hard because, not being able to be out there with your teammates and stuff, just sitting on the sideline,
Yeah.
not being able to make a contribution to your team. It's not very fun to just sit there on the sideline like that.
No, that's never fun. But of course, you're rooting on your teammates and
Yes,
just
of
trying
course.
to rehab and get back. But you're back in there, and it seemed like the first game, kind of a slow progression, and now you're right in the thick of the offense. And we call you in the booth a possession receiver. Does that bother you?
No, not really. I mean, I think it fits pretty well. I mean, the ball gets thrown to me, I catch it. That's my job.
Well, you're a great route runner.
Yes, sir.
Is also what that means, and you tend to get open. Um, do you look going back to Thomas? Do you look for Noah? Do you look for a certain receiver? Or are you just looking for somebody open?
It depends because everybody gets back there in a hurry. You go through your reads, and if they're open, they're open, and if they're not, they're not.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes you just have to make a play, and you have to hit that hot receiver.
Yes, sir. Sometimes you just give people a chance to make a play.
Number one's open a lot of the time.
Yes, sir.
You just got to find him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Noah, what do you think about playing defense? Have you had any time at all at defensive back?
No, sir. I don't really do it in practice or in games. You don't see me out there. But I
You
mean,
could play there if needed, though,
I
right?
could, but I think it's also very good for me to not be out there. We have the ability for me to just play offense and perfect my craft.
Okay. What's your favorite formation? Do you like the dog set? You like quads on one side? I mean,
I really like the trip set, and 11 personnel. I mean, I feel like I have a good look there.
have you found a defensive back this year or a corner, somebody covering you where you just couldn't get open on him?
No,
No.
Nobody can guard me.
That's what I want to hear. That's exactly right. You know that you're going to get open and you're going to make that catch.
Yes, sir. I feel confident in myself.
Do you feel yourself? Sometimes you have to battle for the football.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You're going to go up and get it, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, they're not just there to stand around. They're going to try and make a play. So I got to do the best I can.
What about blocking?
Blocking, receiver, you got to do it. It's the difference between a small play and a big play. So blocking is a big contribution to the game. So I mean, I feel like I'm good at that as well.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about one of your teammates, and both of you can comment on this. But as far as offense and making big plays this year, all of you guys have made big plays. But how about a word on MJ Rawson? He's going to play at the next level, in my opinion.
Yes, sir. I feel like he's definitely one of the biggest playmakers. He is the biggest playmaker, but having him on the field, and I have confidence that he'll go up and get one if we just throw it up to him. So having that on the field, I feel confident in our offense that we'll be able to drive down the field and score.
Yeah, Thomas, MJ can make you look good.
Yes, sir. It don't matter where I put it, he's gonna go get it.
He goes up and gets it, and he catches with his hands. And have you learned anything from him?
Absolutely. I mean, I came in here my ninth grade year. I looked up to him and Jay Smith. So those were two people that I really strive to be, and MJ is definitely one of those people I want to be like.
Yeah, Jay Smith was a playmaker, man. I mean, he just all over the field. But MJ's kind of one of those guys, whether it's kick return or making an interception or making a catch or lining up in the backfield. Thomas, what about running the football as far as, you have some QB plays where it's a design run, not a scramble. Are you pretty confident with the option run?
Kind of, yes, sir. I'm more of a pocket passer, but if I need to run it, I'll run it.
Yeah. Well, now I'm looking at your stats here, and negative 39 yards.
Yeah, those are sacks, man.
Yeah, sacks. We got to get some more running yards on there. Take that away.
Yes, sir. About halfway through the season, I had 150, but it disappeared.
Yeah. You want to avoid those sacks,
Yes, sir.
if you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So, how are things going for you guys off the field, in the classroom? Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have a 4.0. Yeah.
4.0?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a 4.0?
I don't have a 4.0.
I never had a 4.0 either. Don't feel bad, but yeah. Hey, that's great. Keep up those grades. Obviously, you want to look at college, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Would you like to play football in college, or you just want to get that academic scholarship?
Honestly, any chance I can get. I want to play sports in college, whether it's baseball or football. So
even intramural sports, whatever it takes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What college would you go to if you could pick your college?
Florida. I mean, everybody wants to go to Florida, but JUCO is also a really good route to go. So any of those small schools, Jacksonville would be nice too.
You keep that 4.0, somebody's going to give you a ride, and football-wise, you might get a free ride. What about you? Do you have eyes on college?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
Okay. What's your dream school?
My dream school's Auburn.
Auburn?
Yes, sir. I got some family played up there.
Took me out of state. I wasn't expecting that. That was
Yes,
a
sir.
curveball. Usually it's Florida State. We did have an Oregon one week, so I guess you just never know.
Yes, sir.
But Auburn, they kind of struggling a little bit this year.
Oh, it's pretty bad. It's hard to be a fan.
Maybe you can win that Iron Bowl and turn everything around.
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
Good deal. Finally, as far as Suwanee this year? How far do you see us going? Looks like we're going to make the playoffs. Do you think we can make a run in the postseason?
Yes, sir. I think we got all the momentum in the world going right now. We started off really bad, but we turned things around, and it's just we're gonna get it going now.
I agree with him. I mean, in the beginning of the season, you obviously seen our struggles, but I feel like as a team, we're definitely advancing in the way we want to go. So I have a feeling that we'll make a run for it.
All right. Have you guys watched any of the games on the stream?
Yes, sir. I go back and watch them sometimes.
Okay.
Yes,
cool.
sir. Just get another point of view.
Do you know anybody else that might be watching you want to say hello to?
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Hey, man, thank you guys for taking the time and talking to me, and I want to wish you good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Tonight's Player Spotlight was brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right. Hey, Bulldog fans. When you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
The Bulldog Bark on rivercountrysports.com is brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris.
Keith Hunter, and this is the Bulldog Bark. And joining me on the Bulldog Bark, I've got my nephew, Marquise Javon Hunter. How you doing, Marquise?
I'm pretty good. How you doing today?
All right, doing good. Marquise, what year did you play for the Dogs? I know it's been a while. What year did you graduate?
Graduated 2008.
Okay, man, it's been a while. But, well, back when you played, who were some of the guys you played with back in the day?
As a freshman, our quarterback was Logan Hall, and I played with Patrick Cherry, Bruce Johnson.
Yeah, good that you call some names that are definitely names. Now, Logan Hall, is he kin to Coach Kyler Hall?
Oh, yes, sir. That's his younger brother. Yes, sir.
All right, okay. So you played with Kyler's brother, and also I guess Kyler's dad was the coach at the time, or?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. The great Coach Hall is what I call him.
All right.
Our running back.
All right, Marquis. So what position did you play for the Dogs when you played?
Played a little bit of wide receiver, but primarily I played strong safety.
Okay, and then also you went on, not only did you play football, you also ran track and also placed in the track as well.
That was fun. I was fourth in the state of Florida in the 10th grade in the long jump, triple jump as well.
Okay, all right, okay. And now, what did you like more, out of track or football?
That's a hard one.
I know.
Passion is football. After I had a concussion or two, I fell in love with track.
We're going to talk about your son, of course. Marquise Jr. is playing a little football. So right now he's playing, and you're heavily involved with the Suwanee Youth Football League. How about telling us a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. It's I can tell you it's fun. Nothing like cultivating the next group of dogs that's going to be coming up sometime soon in the next few years. Got out there. Got Coach Kyler's son, Cooper Hall, out there. We have Frank Allen's son. He's already on the middle school team. Kelby Allen. Banger. We got a lot of talent. It'll be hard.
No, I'm not even going to have you name any of them all as well. Okay, so we're not going to try to name too many names, but I did want, definitely. I did want to just talk about you guys are are now in the playoffs, and you guys had a nice victory this past weekend. How about talking about that a little bit?
Yes, sir. I'd say it was a tough game. As you go longer in the season, the games get a little bit tougher.
Right.
First round of the playoffs this past weekend, we played Price Central, beat them 18-0, and we'll have the championship game next weekend in Trenton, Florida. We'll play Brantford again. Brantford's a tough team. We beat them this past weekend. The weekend we beat them. But it's tough to beat a team 2 times, but I think we can handle it.
And that's going to be on a Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On a Saturday.
Anyway, understand Marquise is playing. Your son is playing also. What is it like being involved with football on a team that your son is playing on?
It's amazing. I just have to always remind myself, be a dad first, coach. I try to stay away from him as much as possible at times.
Right.
Gotta pull him in sometimes and say a little something in his ear and just make sure he keeps that fire up underneath him and he plays to his full potential. Right. Well, that's true. That is. Again, we're trying to get the word out to the community that you guys are going to be, playing in the championship game. Understand your daughter is a great softball player too. Tell me a little bit about that. Oh yes, sir. She plays softball year round. Travel ball. Right. We big ball last year as well, along with school ball. So playing softball in 3 different aspects. Right. And levels. That's putting in a lot of work and a lot of time, but it helped her elevate to the next level. So hopefully you'll see her at school you went to. Right. Hopefully alumni one day. So that will be great. That'll be great, Marquise. Well, definitely, Marquise, the apple definitely is not falling far from the tree, and it's good to see your kids are involved in Bulldog sports and sports in Suwanee County. That was my playground as well. And thank you for joining me on the Bulldog Bar, and I thank you again. Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwanee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees and no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium, we're tied up at 14 here at halftime. Stats provided by Jamie Watcher, the Lake City Reporter. Check tomorrow's Lake City Reporter for all the action of Suwanee High Bulldog football. Thomas Sykes in the passing department here at halftime, 6 of 12, 108 yards. Got that touchdown pass. And the other side, Taylor Jacobs, 11 of 16, 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. In the rushing department, their leading ground gainer is Cadet. He's got 31 yards and 11 carries. Jones, who played the second quarter, 2 carries for 14 yards. On the Suwanee side, leading ground gainer is Fred Cooks, that 1 carry for 26 yards. Delwyn Allen has 5 carries for 17 yards. In the receiving department, Noah Lopez, 29 yards and 2 catches. MJ Rosson, 2 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. Coy Fryer with 2 catches for 35 yards in that first half of action. And on the receiving department on the other side, Cade Fryer, 3 catches, 42 yards. You got that Trevor Jacobs. Boy, he's got 5 catches, 76 yards, and that 40-yard touchdown.
Yeah, go-to receiver. He had somewhere around 6. I got it wrote down somewhere, but, he was our leading receiver coming in, and the Jacobs connection. So, he's going to get the ball some along with Fryer.
The score is tied at 14.
Yeah.
The total yards, listen to this, 165 for Chiles, 161 for Suwanee.
Wow.
Doesn't get much more even than that.
Oh, yeah. No, both teams both missing a field goal in the game in the second quarter, and then one in the end of the first quarter, one at the end of the second quarter, and then both teams score with less than a minute to go in that second quarter.
And this game's going to come down to big plays and who wants it more and who makes the least amount of mistakes here in the second half.
Yeah, it will be. Let's see. They're going to bring at least one or maybe both of their upbacks up to around the 15. We're going to try to hit this hole on the near side. I thought they'd call for the fair catch, but that's Cadet with the football. We do pound him right around the 37, maybe the 38, and that's where the Timberwolves will start out 1st and 10 here in the second half.
And unfortunately, on that special teams play, it looks like we got a player hurt, and he's able to pop back up. I believe that was
Watson.
It
was. Yes, it was on that shoulder.
And he's already got his brother out with injury, and don't need this Watson out. You need a Watson on the field for Suwanee
for those sack attacks.
Yes. But anyway, good coverage there, and but the pooch kick gives them pretty good field position. They'll start out at their own 37-yard line.
They come out with a big receiver, Jake Atwood, to the near side. He'll be in man coverage. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Jalen Jones. Trips to the far side of the field. Suwanee in a 4-man front. Here's the snap, and they hand off to the big one. That's Jones. Takes it right up the middle. Boy, he's still rolling, and he drives us down the field at least 5 yards, maybe even 6.
Yeah, he was just dragging dogs with him. Had about 4 of them on his back and trying to get him on the ground. But as we mentioned, that's a big old boy to bring back.
Yeah, it really is. And he's really tough. We hit him probably about 2 yards shy, but he got those extra yards just dragging the pile.
Carried us for about 7 there.
Yeah. Chiles on the move. 14-14 football game. Just started the third quarter. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. They got a short slot, 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. That slot will get set on the other side of the field. Hand off to Jones. He'll try to take it off tackle, cuts back to the inside, and once again, he drags a couple of dogs with him across the 50-yard line.
And he'll move the chains there. First down for Chiles as they get to the midfield stripe. They'll put the ball down right at the 50-yard line, so a 6-yard pickup. 1st and 10, Chiles.
They got a pretty big offensive line, so you got the big running back running behind them, but then all of a sudden you do a little play action, pump it down the field, and then we can see that here shortly. I'm pretty sure they'll get the play call from the far sideline.
Yeah, as soon as you put that extra man in the box, they're going to hit you, get that one-on-one coverage, and you got to watch out for number 21 and also for Fryer, number 11.
Yeah, speaking of 21, Jacobs, he'll be on the far side of the field. Fryer to the near side, shotgun formation with that short slot. I thought Jacobs was going to change the play, but he saw something he didn't like.
Yeah, and we'll use a timeout there, so Chiles will – no, that's going to be a delay.
Huh.
He did not get the timeout. So a delay of game is going to be called against the Timberwolves.
That'll be just what the doggy ordered. That backs them up to the 45.
I was watching the defense. The Suwanee was in a 4-man front. I didn't see anything.
Nah. Maybe the quarterback just thought it was a different play call or somebody wasn't lined up right. Could have been something like that.
Yeah. And so Chiles will come back to the line of scrimmage now facing a 1st and 15.
Pretty much the same set. They'll have trips to the far side of the field. The go-to receiver, Jacobs, will be to the near side. And Taylor Jacobs, he'll be the quarterback in the gun. Big back will be the blocking back. A little out pattern intended for number 14, Jake Atwood. It goes incomplete.
Incomplete pass threw it in front of him. Could not catch that hot pass. So an incompletion will bring up a second down at 15.
Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line on the near hash. That's toward the home side.
No surprise they came out with the power running and just kind of moving Suwanee down the field, get a big first down, and then they go to the air, and now they face a 2nd and 15.
Got the big back in there, number 38, Jones. He'll be sidecar right. 2 receivers set on either side. Jacobs called for the snap count. Here's the snap. Jacobs looking, quick pass out here to number 3. It's caught, and he'll be banged down, and that's Van Landing. I don't know. It's a longer. I had to actually change the font.
Yeah.
Get his name on my. You can.
No, you got it right. Van Landingham.
Well,
that's just a long name.
A
lot of letters. But a nice catch there, forced out of bounds by MJ Rawson. So another third down coming up here. Wow. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Them old dogs got to hunker down. We'll be in looks like a 3-man front this time. Trips to the far side, single receiver. That'll be Jacobs to the near side. Jacob, the quarterback, is going to kind of sprint out far side, looking down the field, a little pressure, throws underneath to the big guy, number 14. He's still on his feet to the 30, inside the 30 to the 25-yard line, and them Timberwolves got another big first down.
Yeah, they converted on 3rd and 8, but what made that play work was he had all that time in the backfield. Jacobs was just setting up camp back there, could have made a sandwich. He had plenty of time and finally found his tight end, dragging across the middle, and they pick up a big first down.
And like you say, having the extra time and not being flushed out of the pocket or being sacked was the key to that play because he wanted to go deep.
I know, exactly. But, that 3-man rush, and we can't get any pressure on him.
Same setup for the Dogs, 3-man rush. Number 14, who made the catch, Atwood, takes it, and they hand it to the big running back. He's to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and give them 6 points. Wow.
Well, that time you did send a blitz. You sent your linebacker inside, and he kind of went by the play, and all of a sudden the back just cuts outside, and there's nobody home.
Yeah, and that big back's got some speed when he gets into the open field.
He sure does.
Jalen Jones.
And when you get to that open field, now you're asking little old cornerbacks and safeties to make that tackle. And he went in untouched. He got a block down there at about the 5-yard line. And Tallahassee Chiles has the lead here.
Delaney will try the extra point. He's been spot on the money here lately. Good snap down on the tee, and he bangs it through.
Point after kick is good, and Tallahassee Chiles takes a 7-point lead. It's now 21-14, 9:36 showing on the third quarter clock. It's Suwanee Football on RiverCountrySports.com. It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwanee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SwaneeParks.com. 6-play drive, 63 yards, and the final play, 25-yard touchdown run by big old number 38. And he's tough enough to bring down, but when you don't hit him at all, it's impossible to bring that young man down. But, man, nice run. Jones with his third touchdown run of the season.
Yeah, and like we say, he seemed to sit out the first quarter of play, but he's a big bruiser, but he's also their leading ball carrier.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was disciplinary reason or not. That's my guess. But he came in with fresh legs there in the second quarter and has made a difference.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of him the rest of the ball game, I would believe. They lead at 21-14. Swanee's got to strike back. Delaney tees it up at the 40. Little pooch kick. And this time it's actually an onside kick, if you want to call it that. The Dogs will retrieve it right around the 42. It'll be 1st and 10 Dogs from there.
And that was Clay Starling on that front line. He just fell on the football. And so the onside doesn't work. They give up the field position. And let's see if Suwanee can answer. Now, Chiles, remember their first drive, went right down the field and scored. Suwanee answered and came back, tied it at 7. Then took a 14-7 lead on an interception, pick 6, but then gave it right back And it was 14-14 at the half. Now 21-14, Timberwolves. And let's see if those old Bulldogs can answer the call here.
See what the Dogs will do. It looks like Fred Cooks will be the single back in the backfield. And like you say, we hadn't seen Jace Moran again.
No.
I've been looking for him on the sideline. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. And we'll come in motion and actually hand off to Cooks in the backfield. He has to cut it back, maybe. Boy, he's probably just did get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he took contact there in the backfield, so could have lost a couple, but he was able to make that second effort and get to the line of scrimmage, I believe. And now we've got, is that Cook shaking up?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Delvin Allen's coming into the ball game.
Yeah, we are banged up at running back.
It's just been terrible.
It has been. I mean, we have our top 2 backs are already out. It's kind of by committee, and Cook's not looking good as he's kind of hobbling off the field.
He is, and like I say, he did get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Dogs from the 43.
He was fighting for that yardage just to get back to the line of scrimmage, and took a pretty nasty hit there toward the end of that play. Yeah, so Delvin Allen will have to come back in and play running back. He's your starting defensive end.
Oh, yeah. Suwanee up to the line of scrimmage, trips to the near side. Rawson will be to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Allen. We'll bring motion with Fryer in front, and then he cuts it back to the outside. Throw it right across the middle, complete to number 11. That's old Logan Brooks. That might be the first time we found him tonight.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet. He's played some defense, and, he had a big game earlier this year as far as catching the football, but nice to see him make that catch and a big first down as our tight end Brooks makes the catch, his 15th catch of the year.
Pretty good gain up to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Dogs from there. 2 receivers set near side, 1 to the far side, shotgun formation. Delvin Allen will get it. He's going to try to take it off tackle, gets hit in the backfield, tries to get his footing, runs into 2 or 3, maybe even 4 Timberwolves, and we're going to lose about 2.
Yeah, boy, they've toughened up that defense as far as the running game goes. And Suwanee going to have to make some noise through the air because they got us bottled up right now in the running department. See if they can figure a way to get MJ a touch back in.
Yeah. Got to get it to your playmakers.
Lost a couple of yards there, back to the 46-yard line, so 2nd down and 12.
Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them on Timberwolves. The receiver set to either side. We got a short slot. Shotgun formation, 4 sacks, single back in the backfield. That's Allen. Little play action to Allen, and we're going to try to pop it over the middle, but that ain't happening. We had to eat the football.
Maybe should have just handed it off.
Yeah. And he took a lick.
He did. He got slung around there, but they were going to go to MJ, so they hold on to that ball, kind of a delay fake, setting up that play action pass, but he didn't have time to find number 5, but that's who he was looking for, and he was open for a moment.
By that quick pass over the middle, but now we lost more yardage.
Yeah, took the sack, and 3rd down and 16 coming up here.
See what kind of play call the Dogs could come up with. And actually, Sykes was kind of shook up. Actually, I think he got some fingers around the eye. He was rubbing his eyes. Shotgun formation, single back Allen. They bring the house, quick pass, and he just overthrows everybody. He had nothing but pressure. They had a double blitz coming.
Yeah, and sometimes you just get rid of the football, and that's what he did. He had a receiver in the area, which was Fryer, but he didn't have time to pinpoint that pass and just kind of coasted it over his head, an incomplete pass, and that is going to bring up a 4th down, and Swanee's going to have to kick it away here from midfield. Down by 7. We're going to have to play some defense now to stay in this thing.
We really are. A.J. Hill will do the kicking chores. He'll stand around the 36, and you have Cade Fryer along with Lawson, number 30, down there. Boy, got it off that time. End over end kick. Fryer's going to try to return it, and it is. The Dogs looks like they pounced on it. We'll see if we did. I don't see how he got it back.
The ball came loose. There's 1 Timberwolf and about 6 Bulldogs, and somehow that Timberwolf held on to that ball.
Oh, he had to get it from us. I mean, it fell right in front of 2 Bulldogs, and we just couldn't pounce on it. We sure needed that one.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that ball was on the ground and everybody diving for it, but give that young man credit. Somehow under that pile, he was able to get that Timberwolf paw on it and haul it in.
Yeah. That was Cade Fryer. And the good thing is, he did bobble the football, did go forward, so he got his own fumble, which turned out to be a good thing for him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Boy, that old dog defense going to have to do some hunkering down. We're able to see a little bit of running game. We're going to see passing game. We're going to have some pressure. Jones will be the single back in the backfield. 2 receivers set on either side. Taylor Jacobs in the gun. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Looking. The left-handed quarterback looking down the football field. He's going to air it out. It's picked. Nope. I thought, but no, it goes incomplete.
It is almost picked, but
Yes,
nice defensive play out there by Kyle Brown. Had good coverage and denied that receiver the chance to go the distance, but Fryer was looking for the big play there, and a nice job. Give Brown some credit.
Oh, yeah, he did a great job going step for step with him, and I guess Fryer became the defender and somehow knocked it away. He did. 2nd down and 10 for the Timberwolves. They lead the football game 21-14 here in the 3rd. They have it at the 21-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap, handoff to the big back, Jones. Jones finds the big hole on the other side. Runs over one dog. We tackle him up high and almost clothesline him at the 32.
Wow. That was a heck of a hit that time. And I said earlier, don't hit him high like that. But he did. If you're going to hit him high, give him a good lick. And it was a clean shot. He went down, but, boy, big yardage, and that's going to be a 1st down. And we have a hound on the ground in the backfield there.
Yeah, right around the 26-yard line.
So we'll take an injury timeout. Back to check on that player after this at Suwanee Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Suwanee Bulldog football here in RiverCountrySports.com, and Kamari Thompson, the injured Bulldog, he's up and walking off on his own power, which is always great to see.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this has been a physical football game, and Suwanee is taking some shots here in this one. We've got several players that have gone down. Cooks came off limping. Delwyn Allen earlier in the game came up a little
gimpy.
We had Jace Moran.
We can't take no more.
Wow.
Timberwolves with the 1st down right around the 33-yard line. Jacobs in the gun and looking. They're going to air it out. Quick out pattern, complete to number 21. Jacobs on the near sideline. He'll get up to the 41 and a gain of 8 at least.
It's just that quick pass. I mean, those two have beautiful chemistry. They just kind of read each other. Of course, the same last name. We're assuming the brothers, but came out there and made the cut and then turned around. The ball was right there. I mean, obviously they practice that quite a bit, but they got their timing down. That's hard to cover. Brown was on the coverage. Pick up his 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Out of the huddle are the Timberwolves up to the line of scrimmage. The old doggies digging in on the other side. We're in a 4-man front. 3 receivers set to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. It'll be Cadet. He'll take it, tuck his shoulder, and run straight ahead. He's fighting his way up to around the 45-yard line. And a 1st down.
That's his first carry since the 1st quarter.
Yeah, and I think Cadet went out of the ball game after that one tackle where he got shook up, and Thompson got shook up for the Dogs.
And we got another Suwanee player injured on this play. Yeah, it was good for a 1st down after the run by Cadet. And clock stops 6:37 showing on the scoreboard clock here in the 3rd quarter. Dogs are down right now, 21-14. Check out the Suwanee Coaches Show at RiverCountrySports.com. The program airs Mondays during the season, live from 7 to 8 p.m. and then archived on our website. Join host TJ Vickers and dog head coach Kyler Hall from our downtown Pool Realty Studios. Enjoy Keith Hunter and the Bulldog Bark plus a Dog Blast, sponsored by Howard Street Dry Cleaners. And the Coaches Show is brought to you by Wes Haney Chevrolet and supported by Hardee's of Live Oak. The Suwanee Coaches Show exclusively here on RiverCountrySports.com. All right, checking that injured player, and I believe that's Watson again.
Oh.
2nd time he was shaken up in this ball game, and he's going to have to come out at least one play, but he's limping a little bit, and that's not good news.
No, it's not. The last time it was his shoulder, and this time this is
Well, he gives everything he has. I mean, he plays full abandon.
Chiles with the lead and another first down up to the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. The ball will snap just a little bit. The quick out pass, and they set free. I think that's number 21 again, Jacobs.
And just a little flare pass there on the backfield. Makes the catch, and then yards after the catch.
Yeah, they got a good block on the outside by the inside receiver that kind of set him free on that sideline. He'll pick up 5 yards.
Ball's at midfield. Suwanee needs to get a stop here, down by 7.
We need a takeaway. Suwanee in a 4-man front. Timberwolves up to the line of scrimmage, trips to the near side. Fryer will be the one out here by the 50-yard line. That is Cade Fryer. Hand off to the big back. Jalen Jones comes in, and he sticks his old shoulder down. We stand him up and drive him backwards, but he still got, well, he got a good spot because they're going to give him the first down marker right at it.
Feed on the tackle there along with Allen. And let's see where they mark this thing. They're going to say his forward progress will be right at that first down mark, and I think he's got it.
Oh, yeah.
And so 1st and 10, new set of downs here for Chiles now into Suwanee territory.
You know, when Feed going against Jones, that's kind of a weight mismatch, but
I'm not kidding.
Feed stood his own. 1st and 10, Timberwolves at the 45. They got a 7-point lead. We need a takeaway. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Single back will be Jones. They're going to air it out. Those underneath to Fryer. We hit Fryer just as he catches the football, but he'll get inside the 40 to the 39.
And Brown on a nice tackle there, but good play. Fryer makes the catch. And the Timberwolves just keep picking up chunks of yardage.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they've been throwing the quick passes, but even when they go longer down the field, we don't get very much pressure.
Yeah. And that's the key. I mean, he's got time to operate back there, look off his first, find his second receiver, third receiver, but plenty of time to operate back there. You're going to have to do something to get some pressure on him.
3 receivers to the far side of the field. Jacobs, his go-to receiver, will be near side. And his brother, Jacobs, at quarterback, hands off to the big back, Jalen Jones. He'll take it forward, drag a couple of dogs with him all the way to the 35.
Nothing fancy there. Just straight ahead running, power football.
Yep.
And needed 4 there. And he's going to be close. And he does have another first down for Timberwolves.
Yeah, I thought, you know, with that running game, it does stop the clock with the movement of the chains.
Yeah. 4:57 right now in the third quarter. 21-14 Chiles. They're on the march.
They are on the march, and they've had possession of this football for a long time. Jacobs in the gun, single back, and they're looking to throw, looking for the quick flare out. Boy, they're running across the middle, and some good coverage by Suwanee on number 21.
And Jacobs wanted a flag, and he has a case there. It looked like we may have got there just a second too early, but no flag and incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was number 27 for Suwanee on the coverage.
Yeah. And he is, I'll tell you what, Kyle Brown is really becoming a heck of a weapon here on our defense. And well, we really noticed him last week. He's having another good game here tonight. Got the start tonight, playing some good football.
Yeah, for playing that good game, he got that start, earned his position out there on the field. One of the cornerbacks. 2nd down and 10 for the Timberwolves. They lead by 7. They have control of the football at the 35. Hand off to the big back, Jalen Jones. We hit him, stand him up. He tries to drive the power forward. Maybe got 1 or 2.
You know who led that tackle? Watson.
Was it Watson?
Yeah, he's back in
there. Mercy.
He come off the field, and I'm watching the way he's walking. He's already hurt his shoulder, and then he's limping a little bit, but he's back out there and leading the way. That's a tough dude right there.
It is. One tough hammer knocker. So they only give him a gain of 1.
All right, big third down here.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them.
It's time to get off the field. Need a big play.
Going to need that. Let's see who's covering 21. We better get it safe because we don't know where we're going.
It's like MJ down there on 21.
It will be. He's looking toward 21. Little out pattern. No, he's going to chunk it toward the end zone. 2 dogs there. We jump, and whoa, it almost went into his hands like that Hail Mary I saw on TV last Saturday.
Yeah, if you're going to knock it straight down.
Knock it down.
Let's take the drama out. But again, now that there was plenty of time back there for Jacobs, and a double move that time by the other Jacobs, the receiver Jacobs, and I thought for a minute there that he was going to make that catch, but we had two on him, double coverage down the field, and that's going to bring up 4th down and decision time for Coach Reagans.
I think he'll go for it here. I mean, unless you want to kick about a 48-yard field goal, 49.
Or try to pin us maybe on a punt, but no, they're going to go for it. And that's the percentage-wise, that's the play.
Oh, yeah, and we got that 3-man front up there. They have 2 receivers set on either side, the big running back in the backfield. They get some good blocking the quarterback has all day. Throws it underneath, and, boy, we get a big hit and knock the ball away. What a great job as we knocked the ball away from number 14, Jake Atwood.
I think that was Jamarcus Cherry that time making the play, number 12, and a big play because that would have been a reception.
Yeah.
He had the ball for a moment, but a great timing on that hit. And the ball comes loose, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
That'll be just what the doggy ordered. We needed the football because we got to get back in this ball game. Good hit. Knock the ball away.
Big defensive play there. Back. Well, we'll keep it right here. I thought we might have time sneaking a timeout there, but 3:49 showing in the third quarter clock. Suwanee down by 7. They get the turnover on downs, and now let's see if Suwanee can do something offensively here as we start this drive at our own 34-yard line.
Yeah, we've kind of been shut down here in this third quarter. Can't get it cranked up. 2 receivers set to the far side of the field. Single receiver near side. That'll be Rawson. Single back in the backfield. Sykes in the gun. And we're going to do the handoff. I didn't know if we were going to hand it off or play action, but we didn't get a whole lot. We lost yardage.
Yeah, and there wasn't anywhere to go.
No.
Allen got the football, and there's too many white shirts in his way. And if you got back to the line of scrimmage, that was doing something.
The official, he's
spots it right down.
Right down at it.
Yeah, no gain, no loss. 2nd and 10.
And I think that's one of the keys to the game. It's hard to throw the ball if you can't run the ball effectively a little bit.
Well, they've made an adjustment there defensively, and they're shutting down the run and trying to force Sykes into passing the ball. And Suwanee has the passing game to do it. Let's see if we can loosen him up in the box.
2 receivers set near side. Low snap this time. Sykes going to reverse out of there. They're coming, bringing the house, and we're going to be sacked at the 25-yard line and lose more yardage.
That's the thing, too. They get you in those obvious passing situations, and they're coming.
Yeah.
And we can't seem to block them at the point of attack.
No, not when they overload it like that. I mean, both those backers came from the inside. And like you say, when they know you got to throw the ball.
Well, we lost about 6 yards, so 3rd down and 16 coming up here. And another obvious passing situation you would imagine.
See what Suwanee could come up with here. Probably right now looking about negative offense here in the third quarter thus far.
I want to see MJ involved. Now, we got a naked backfield here, and they're coming.
Oh, yeah, they'll be coming after us. They got a 4-man front. 5 receivers looking. We're going to put it up in double coverage, and we overthrow everybody. It'll be incomplete.
Now we're going to try to split the defense. You had 2 defenders out there covering MJ, and that ball was just well overthrown and incomplete. So 3 and out after that big defensive stop. Can't do anything with it.
Nah.
That defense needed a breather.
Yeah, they surely did. Now we're going to have to give it right back. See, Cade Fryer be one of the deep backs, also along with number 30 for the Chiles Timberwolves. That'll be Cole Lawson. A.J. Hitt will stand right around the 14. Kind of a low snap. They come after it, and he's going to have to kick it. No, he's going to run it. Let's see what he does. Gets a block at the 40, up to the 45, and he gets hammered out of bounds, and there'll be another 15. Tack home 15 from the late hit. Oh, my.
That was not a design fake, but it turned into a fake. Oh, my goodness. First down, Suwanee. A.J. Hitt. How about that? Tacking on the extra yardage for the penalty. We'll take a quick timeout back after this. RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
Andy, I don't know what to say about that. That was just a great effort by number 18, A.J. Hitt. It was a low snap, and they were coming after it. He didn't have time to get the punt off. I thought he was about to be smeared back there, but he took off running, picked up a key block, got a first down, and then some on the personal foul.
Yeah, he did that little spin move, and I tell you, you'd have thought he was a running back. I'd have called for a targeting call. 35-yard line, quick pass to MJ. MJ up to the 30. He's going to fight his way to about the 25 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Boy, don't count these dogs out just when you think they're down and out. Down by 7, can't get anything going offensively here in the third quarter, and we come up with not really a fake punt, but you might as well call it that at this point, and a big first down. And now let's see if Suwanee can cash in here.
You know, and if A.J. Hitt kicks that ball away on that punt, he gets blocked, or he gets tackled. One of the two.
Well, yeah, it wasn't looking good because they had pressure right on it. And he just kind of sidestepped.
Oh, yeah. Dogs got it at the 27-yard line. Second and short yards, we'll call it about 2. Got Delwyn Allen in there as a single back. Stacked receivers on either side. Low snap again, handed off to Delwyn. You cannot be successful when the ball hits the turf.
That just throws the timing of the play off.
Yeah.
But he picked it up off his shoestrings and then tried to get it to Allen. But once Allen got the football, nowhere to go. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Yeah, and we lost about 2 on that one. It'll be 3rd and 4 from around the 28-yard line. Suwanee trying to get the play call from the bench, and I hope it's a good one. I call for blocking up front.
Well, they're in that part of the field where you're going to go for it on 4th down, I would think, if you don't try the long field goal.
10 seconds on the, I guess that's a 25-second clock in the end zone. Delwyn Allen will be the long back. MJ's going to get set on the other side, and we just to get the snap away. A lot of pressure. We step up and throw it underneath. It's complete to the 20. Let's call it the 16. And it's a 1st and 10. Dogs foul Noah Lopez. How did Sykes get the ball away?
I don't know how Sykes got into trouble, but he did. He found his receiver. Lopez came open. And a great big play right there. Wow. 1st and 10, Suwanee.
Goodness. Just what the doggy ordered. Inside the Roundtree Morford red zone.
Down to the 16-yard line. Dogs 1st and 10. Man, big plays. I'm telling you what.
It sure takes them. Dogs out of the huddle. We go nose to nose with them Timberwolves. We'll have stacked receivers on either side. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Allen. Here's the snap. A good one. Looking corner fade to Lopez, and it goes off his fingertips, I do believe.
Wow, yes, it did.
Wow, he was open.
He was. An incomplete pass. He got behind the defender, and that ball was on the money, and he just could not come up with it in the end zone. That was 6.
I've complained about them old dark corners for a while. It's supposed to be a home field advantage.
Well, they're not used to the dark corners. Maybe we should practice at night here more often. But it is dark down there.
Oh, yeah.
But still should have had that ball.
Dogs facing a 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Trips to the far side, single receiver near side, single back in the backfield. That'll be Allen. Call for the snap. Sykes looking across the middle, throws it short. Get a short hop the receiver and be incomplete. I think that was intended for maybe Fryer. Hard to see.
Hard to tell, but incomplete pass as that ball was short hopped. And now 3rd and 10 coming up. 16-yard line. Suwanee needs points here. Just 11 seconds left to go 3rd quarter. Dogs trying to tie it up. They'll accept 3. Would rather have 7 points right here.
Yeah, after the couple of big plays and the non-fake punt and run, you want to get some points. Let's see what we go with. 2 receivers set either side. Single back in the backfield. We're looking at a 4-man front. Got backers right behind them. Go in motion with Brooks, and it should be an interference call, but no. Say they knocked it away.
No flag. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and that came to the near sideline, intended for M.J. Ross.
And let's see, I believe we're going to go for the field goal this time. I see A.J. on the field, so looks like about a 33-yard attempt coming up.
Yeah, 33-yard attempt. As the tee will be set right at the 23. They came after a couple of them. They break through there. The ball's up, end over end, and it is good.
Yep, Suwanee gets 3. Would rather had 7, but we'll take what we can get at this point. 21-17 is your score right now. 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Suwanee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Boy, what a game. What a drive that time, and a shame to only get the 3. And then nice job by that was basically AJ's drive right there. He kept that thing alive with that just quick thinking off of the punt attempt. Almost had it blocked, but somehow sidestepped that and then took off running, picked up a big first down, and then ends up getting a 33-yard field goal. But Suwanee trails 21-17. And got to give the ball back to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and we must have been doing onside kicks or short kicks. Now I see they've got number 20, Cadets, up here short on the inside, right around the 37. This time we're going to kick it deep, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone. That's the way it's supposed to be.
There you go.
Yes.
Bring it out to the 20-yard line, and I like seeing that. And, the wind's picked up a little bit out here, and I don't know if that aided him or not, but and he may be a little pumped up after that last series, but he got all of that one, kicked it over the returnman's head and into the end zone.
So Tallahassee Chiles will start out 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, and we need an early takeaway.
We sure do. We need a stop anyway.
Yeah, we need a stop for sure.
This will be the probably last play of the third quarter here.
Jacobs, the quarterback, he'll be in the gun. Jalen Jones, the big running back, I'll call him a fullback, right there to his right. 2 receivers set either side, and they're going to throw the short pass complete to Fryer, I believe it is, right around the 27.
And tackled immediately by Brown. And that was number 3 that time on the catch.
And that is Van Landingham.
There you go. And that is the end of the third quarter with your score. Chiles 21, Suwanee 17. It's Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com. 2nd and 2 for Chiles.
Jacobs in the gun, hand off to Jalen Jones. We hit him in the backfield, but he spins away up across the 30, up to the 35, drags the dog to around the 36 or 37, and 1st and 10, Tallahassee Chiles.
Sure thought we had him bottled up back there, but somehow he scored it away and then gets the first down.
They'll give him the 36 and a 1st and 10.
Yeah, this is a dog-eat-dog game right here. You got Wolves and Bulldogs
going at it.
Bulldogs holding their own right now, but need to come up with a stop here on defense.
Suwanee in a 4-man front. Timberwolves up to the line of scrimmage. Jacobs will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. Trips to the far side, handoff to that single back is Jones. He finds that off tackle, cuts back to the inside, and he's trying to drag dogs with him. We stand him up. They finally blow the whistle after a gain of about 5.
And they're just going to keep feeding number 38, and he just keeps getting his yards. And Suwanee can't seem to stop him. And we talked about how tough he is to bring down.
Yeah.
And he is showing his toughness here as he gets another 6-yard pickup on that play.
2nd down and 4 for the Timberwolves. We could use a takeaway, another one.
No doubt about it. That young man averages, by the way, 5.7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing here to hurt his average.
Yeah, I can see why. Trips to the near side, single receiver on the far side of the field. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Here's a snap, quick pass, complete to number 82. That's Bundridge, right around the 45, and he'll be a yard shy of the first down.
It's his first catch of the ball game, and going to be just a little bit short. So picks up 3, needed 4, 3rd and 1. Well, this would be a great time to bring the house. Let's get a sack here or something. I imagine we're going to see number 38 coming at you, so we can maybe stop him behind the line of scrimmage somehow, some way.
Number 21, Jacobs, Trevor Jacobs. He'll be the receiver to the near side. They have trips to the far side of the field. Atwood will be their possession receiver. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Hand off to Jones. He cuts it up the field, puts his head down, and I believe he got the first down.
Well, we hit him right at that stick, but it looks like he had enough to move the chains, and he does. And it's 3rd and 1, and you stopped him for a gain of 2.
Yeah.
But not quite good enough.
Now, the thing about it, mixing up that running game and passing game, they're eating up clock plus moving it down the football field.
And they're about near midfield now at the 47-yard line. Chiles leading 21-17, 9:50 and counting left to go here in the 4th quarter.
2 receivers set on either side. The big guy, Jones, he'll be the single back in the backfield. Jacobs awaiting the snap. 4-man front for Suwanee. Handoff to Jones once again. Goes left side. He's going to have another big hole. Squirts through there, and boy, just goes 10 or 12 yards and another first down. He even dove an extra yard.
He did. MJ at the end of that play tried to strip that ball out, but he had 2 hands on it, wasn't letting go. And moved the chains once again.
Yeah, we could use a turnover or something because right now they're just moving it down the football field.
Just gashing us right now. Yep, Suwanee needs to come out with a big play here, one way or the other. A loose football would be nice.
Suwanee will still be in the 4-man front. Chiles taking their time to use all the time off that play clock. Fryer and number 14, Atwood, will come to the near side. Shotgun formation as Jacobs looking, plenty of time. He's going to put it up. We went over there. We had double coverage, got over there a little bit late, but it'll go incomplete in the end zone.
Safety came to help, but that was well overthrown and an incomplete pass. But they went for the home run there.
Yeah.
Incompletion brings up 2nd and 10 and stops the clock with 9:01 left to go. Suwanee got the field goal on their last possession. Close the gap just a little, but you can't afford to give up a big touchdown here. Day in it.
It'll be 2 scores.
Yeah.
2 receivers set on either side. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield. This time it'll be Cadet. He takes it to the left eye. The scat back cuts through there and gets all the way down to around the 30. Mercy.
What a change of pace. They've been running the big back, the big bruiser. Now they bring in the little scat back, as you say, and he shows that good speed. And all of a sudden, instead of trying to bring that big old boy down, you got to catch the little one.
Yeah, got to find him, and then he squirts through there with fresh legs. And that's the way you should do it.
That was a nice run that time. And big first down as he gets it all the way down to the 29-yard line.
Just working it down the football field and also eating up all the clock time. Shotgun formation once again. And a 1st and 10. Cadet will be the running back. He'll be sidecar right. Trip to the near side, and we jump offside, give him a free 5, and we can ill afford to do that.
Wow. And not drawn off, so it was a straight offside. Just got a little antsy up there.
We're bringing some of the big guys down in front.
Bringing the beef in there, trying to see if we can stop that running game, but Got to stay on side, boys.
Yeah.
1st and 5 now with the 24.
In the gun once again is Jacobs. Receiver set all over the field. Single back is Cadet. Handoff Cadet. Left side finds a little bit of a hole. And, boy, we just hammer him, but he's still trying to fight his way inside the 20. And we got all kind of stuff going on right here.
And I believe we got an injured Suwanee player down as well. Official's going to stop the clock. We'll take an injury timeout back after this. Suwanee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries. That was just a shed.
Back here at Langford Stadium and trying to check on that injured player. He is up now. And looks like that's Feed, number 17.
Good.
And he's holding his shoulder.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's never a good sign. And flag on the play as well. And that is going to be for a personal foul. And it's going to be, again, it's going to go both ways. So they're going to offset.
It will be.
And it looks like the line of scrimmage is going to be the 21-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 2.
Been tough to stop them here in this fourth quarter.
It has been. And now you lose one of your key linebackers.
Yeah. So you lost Moran at the spear position. Now you lose Feed at the linebacker position. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. 2nd down and 2. And he's looking, got a free play, throw it to the end zone.
Nobody on
receiver, and he dropped it. Wow, we dodge a bullet.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, Jacobs was open there and hit him in the hands, and just fortunate, just luck.
Oh, yeah.
That he didn't hang on and come up with a touchdown there. That could have been a nail in the coffin. But instead, an incomplete pass. And they took a shot there on 2nd and short. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. And the Dogs really need to come up with a tackle for loss here, or at least stop them before that 1st down mark.
Yeah, no, Jalen Jones checks back into the game. The big running back, he'll be on the right side of the quarterback. Jacobs.
I'm begging for a turnover.
Yeah, trips to the near side, need a low snap. Hand off to Jones, off the left side, puts his old shoulder down, goes straight ahead, and fights his way down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Big 1st down, and he held on to that football.
Wow.
Yeah. Will be tough if we give up a touchdown here. If we can hold them to a field goal, that keeps you in it. Suwanee will use a timeout here. 7:47 left to go. Back after this, Suwanee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
College game tomorrow at noon. Got a battle of top 5 teams as number 4 Ohio State takes on number 3 Penn State. That'll be at College Station. That's at Penn State. They're 7-0. What do you think, Nittany Lions or the Buckeyes here? Buckeyes have a loss on the year.
Yeah, they do. And, I mean, that's going to be a tough one. I hadn't actually watched Penn State play, but Ohio State usually can do some pretty good things.
They are a 3.5-point favorite on the road. We'll see tomorrow.
Well, the old Timberwolves, 1st and 10, right around the 16-yard line. Shotgun formation. They got the big back in there. We jump off sides, and we'll give them another free 5.
Wow. That's that's 3 or 4 times we've done that.
You got to watch the football. If you're on the defensive front.
Yeah. I mean, we teach that at the Pee Wee level. Don't listen to the cadence because that's what they're trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
And 3-5 brings it down to the 11-yard line.
They are knocking on the Suwanee door. The only thing we can ask for is a miracle, and that'll be a turnover.
I'm begging.
Shotgun formation. Jones will be the lone back. They'll take the slot back, move him to the near side. They'll run right behind the slot back, and Jones puts his shoulder down, runs into a wall of dog, and we're driving him backwards.
And didn't get anywhere that time. Colton Hagedorn leading the way that time. Dog defense that time comes up and makes a stop. And you don't give him that 5 yards. I mean, that stop looks a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely it does. But now it's still 2nd and short.
Yeah, I think he picked up a couple there, so it'll be 2nd and 3.
Yep.
At the 8-yard.
See what Tallahassee does here. Will they keep it on the ground or will they throw it on the quick passes? They're pretty good at that. They'll spread it out. 2 receivers set on either side of the football field. Single back in the backfield, that's Jones. And old Taylor Jacobs, he'll be in the gun. Here's the snap. Left-handed quarterback looking to this side of the end zone. And it's incomplete.
It's incomplete, and a couple of players kind of ran into each other back there. No flag on the play. And we got one of those Timberwolves injured in the end zone.
Yeah, and it was hard for me to see exactly what happened because it changed between the post. It's in between me and you. I lost sight of the football.
Yeah, that's right. I'm leaning out the window trying to see. I'm not sure of the injured player, but injury on the field. Back after this, Suwanee football, rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Still trying to get the number of the player injured. Got a Timberwolf still on the ground. Got all the trainers around him. And since he's flat on his back, I cannot get his number at this point.
It may be Fryer.
It could be. I see a 1. And, of course, quarterback's number 1. So there's got to be another 1.
Yeah.
And they're working on, looks like they're working on his ankle, I believe, or his lower extremity anyway. And hopefully he's just suffering from cramps here. Because I didn't see contact where he went down. They could have twisted an ankle or something. I'm just not sure. But the way I just don't want to speculate because I don't know. But that is number 11. I found his helmet, so.
Well, hopefully he'll be okay.
Well, I hope so. Wish he was wearing green and white, or tonight black and green, but certainly would never wish anything bad to happen to him. Still feel like he's one of Live Oak's own.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what uniform he wears.
You are right.
Well, I tell you, sure rooted for his dad hard back in his playing days.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Record-setting wide receiver here at Suwanee High School. And a great career at Florida State. And that Friar tradition continuing at Tallahassee.
It is.
FSU's got, I think they got North Carolina. Isn't that who they got tomorrow? I believe it is.
Yeah, that's probably about right. You think they'll get a victory?
Yeah. North Carolina comes in as a 3-point favorite. 4-4 in the year. Knowles 1-7. You know what? I think FSU finally rises up and gets one. They played pretty tough last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they need one.
Well, I mean, it's time. You can't lose them all.
No.
I just went out on a limb and made that prediction. They're carrying Fryer off the field. That is not good at all. And we could have waited for a stretcher if you had to bring them off the field, but they're actually got 4 trainers over there carrying them off. And now you got a couple of players coming over there trying to help, but
some offensive linemen, things like that.
Yeah. And silence in the field. Both sides are just showing their respect for a great athlete.
We know in the past we usually have a crew here, with the ambulance that used to park. Well, you can kind of see through the scoreboard now, or where the dog sign was after the hurricane. It's gone, but
yeah,
don't even know if they're here.
Well, I'm sure they're here.
Unless
they had to go out in a call, they're normally right lined up over there. Well, like you were saying, in between the 2 concession stands.
Mm.
All right.
Goodness.
Big
That's
third
not
down
good.
here.
Hopefully he'll be okay. Shotgun formation for Jacobs. Jones will be the lone back. And last time they ran right behind that lone back. We hit him at the line of scrimmage. We stack him up. We back him up. And we put him on the turf at the 10. They'll give him forward progress to the 10. He got stacked tough and fell back to the 11.
And so that's a loss on the play. And Starling was the low man that hit him first and stood up that big old bowling ball running back. And he did not get the first down there. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and I'm guessing a field goal try. And that's a win for the Suwanee defense.
Yep. Now all we got to do is stay on sides.
That's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to block it.
That is true. And let's see, they are going to line up and try a field goal, and this should be a chip shot here. It'd be a 27-yarder?
Yes, it will. Delaney, the kicker, great snap down on the tee, and it is good.
And the field goal is good, so tack on 3. And that makes it a 7-point lead for Tallahassee Chiles. Still 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Plenty of time left. Back after this, Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com. It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwanee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SwaneeParks.com. Well, Andy, I don't know what it costs to get in here to Langford Stadium, but the fans have got their money's worth. This has been one heck of a ball game. Both teams want this very badly. Chiles has to have it to stay in the playoff race. Suwanee would like to have it to stay in the playoff race, although it looks like a loss here is not going to knock Suwanee out, according to the rankings.
Right, it won't knock you out, but by winning, you can move up.
Yes.
Which gives you a better chance of winning down the road.
Yeah. Right now, we're the 7th seed in an 18 playoffs in 3A in Region 1. And Chiles right now the 9 seed, so they're on the outside in Class 5A in their region. So they really need this game.
They do. Delaney will tee it up at the 40-yard. It's mostly been onside kicks. They may decide to kick it away this time.
Nope.
No. Boy, a sidewinder. You better hope it gets out of bounds. If it does, it'll be around the 38.
It did. It got out of bounds. And, yeah, I think one of our players had touched it, and that was a live ball, and they were hustling down. But luckily that ball bounced out of bounds. And that's where Suwanee will take over. So good field position to begin this drive, and Dogs need to get 6 on the board this time. 6 minutes to go.
Mercy got to crank up that Dog offense. It's been shut down for the most part here of the second half.
Looks like the line of scrimmage is going to be about the 37.
Yeah. You know, one thing about it, we talked about it, we had running backs go down like, I don't know.
It's been kind of by committee.
Yeah.
You know, Lou Jack started the year as a running back, then got Horn in there, and now Horn and Lou Jack are both hurt.
Both injured.
And now you got Cook's hurt. And so Allen's been banged up. Yeah. He's come back. Moran is hurt. Wow.
You got Allen.
Yeah.
Water break.
And that is the time that I actually had MJ lined up in the backfield that play, but going to catch the water break before we get to that. So we'll step aside back after this. Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Suwanee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Sure hope Cade is okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to get an update on him, but wishing for the best, praying for the best.
Well, I was just wondering, about that ambulance.
Yeah. I didn't see what had happened there. I don't know. I didn't see contact.
No, I didn't either, unless he just, when he slipped in the end zone.
Could have, yeah.
Dogs have the football, shotgun formation. Sykes looking down the field, plenty of time, wide open receiver, near side, and it will get out of bounds. And that is old Lopez.
And he's having a good game here tonight.
Yeah.
Well, Lopez back in the swing of things. He got hurt earlier in this year, but he is recovered and coming back. Coming into this game, 13 catches, 104 yards, averages 8 yards a catch, and having a fine game here tonight. That's his second or third reception.
Yeah, he ran a beautiful route that time, was open, and Sykes a great pass, Johnny, on the spot. Dogs have it 1st and 10, right at the 46-yard line. Less than 6 minutes to go in the game. We trail by 4. In the gun once again, handoff first back through, and that's going to be MJ. MJ comes across maybe to the 42. We'll see where he went out of bounds.
Yeah, I had MJ Rawson lined up there in the backfield.
Yeah. And
comes up with a great big run there.
Down to the 41, a pickup of 5 and 1st down. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
And MJ lined up in that backfield, and he could be your feature back, but I don't want to see him banged up.
No, we don't either. We'll have 2 receivers, kind of in a short receiver set on the near side. That's the short side of the field. That's the home side. And we got that H-back. Now Rawson will go out of the backfield into the line of scrimmage. We're going to try to hit a fade pattern down around the 12. It goes incomplete.
And that was Walker down there. He was trying to come up with that catch, but thrown just a little bit too far in front of him, and he could not catch up.
Yeah, and the thing about that, I guess we're using Rawson more as a decoy and hoping to bring somebody up. Maybe they would take their eye off of old Mal's eye.
Got a text from Jennifer Burnham. She's going to try to get us an update on Cade Fryer.
Yeah.
So hopefully that youngster is okay. We are praying for him.
Oh, yeah.
5:43 on the clock. There's a timeout on the football field. It'll be 3rd down and 5 when we get back to live action. Other college football games coming up Saturday. You've got Arizona playing at UCF down in Orlando. The Knights a 6-point favorite coming into that one. That's a 3:30 kick. Also at 3:30, you got top-ranked Oregon at Michigan. And the Ducks, new to the Big Ten, a 15-point favorite. Are you kidding me? In Wolverine land?
Go Ducks.
Also, how about this one in the ACC? Everybody looking at Miami, looking at Clemson, but Pitt and SMU are both unbeaten in conference play. They're both top 25 programs, and they match up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
That ought to be a good one.
That would be a good one. I'm going to watch that one. Looking forward to seeing what happens there, but SMU is a 7.5-point favorite. This may be their biggest game since back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Have to just see. But pitches look pretty good. Yeah. I saw them a time or two.
Great news from Jennifer, from Matt Fryer. Kay was just locked up in a cramp and can't get it out.
Well,
so love to hear that.
Yeah, sure do. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back is, and we're going to try the double pass. Wide open. The receiver at the 15. Somebody say 10. Somebody say 5. Somebody say oh my. Somebody say give it a dog. 6. Wow. Double pass.
How about that? Now, was that Fryer that threw
the ball?
That threw the ball.
Yeah, it wasn't Fryer that caught.
No, that was Lopez.
It was Lopez.
4 to 10.
Yeah.
To 1.
Sounds like baseball. There's not a 10.
Well, hell, Fryer can get it done on the baseball field too now.
Oh, yeah.
He got a good arm.
I'm trying to decide how to score that.
Well, I wrote down double pass 4 to 10 to 1. That's how I just kind of wrote it out.
I like that.
With 5:35 on the clock, Suwanee trying to tie it up here with the extra point.
Boy, this is oh, wow. What?
Are we going to go for 2 here?
I thought you only did that on the road.
And Coach Hall ran down there. He wants a timeout. No, actually, the timeout's going to be charged to Chiles. Chiles burns the timeout there with 5:35 to go. 24-23. And I thought the Dogs were just going to kick it. There's plenty of time left, 5.5 left.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know why going for 2 now would be a good idea.
I'm not. I'm not.
Let me ask Coach Jay here.
No, don't ask me. But I mean, stranger things happen. They come close to blocking the one field goal. I mean, they've been getting one guy up the middle.
Well, AJ's been perfect on his extra points. I'm just thinking you tie it up here. There's a lot of time left. But, I mean, I'm guessing they're thinking get that quick lead and we're going to hold them and win the game by one.
Well,
I mean, there's too much time on the clock to think that way. There's still 5.5 minutes to go in this doggone thing.
Well, that's why I'm up here with you.
Yeah, we don't get paid for the big decisions.
Oh, no.
But we're good armchair quarterbacks up here. Well, let's see what they do. Did they stay with the 2-point try? Because now, Chiles, after that timeout, they're getting ready for it.
Yeah, no.
And we are going to go for 2 here.
Well, I hope we draw them off sides because that'll just get us half the distance. Shotgun formation for sides. Looks, pressured out, wide open receiver, back of the end zone. And we get the 2-point conversion. And who called that one, Wayne?
Great call. And I believe that was Brooks.
Wow.
That was Logan Brooks that made the 2-point try.
Well, in all that excitement, I lost my pen. My lucky pen. I mean, I don't even know what happened.
I got replacement pins here for you.
Oh, well.
But I don't know if they're lucky or not. There it is, right under your chair.
Wow, I knew it.
Yeah, you're okay. Now, Andy's pretty superstitious. For those of you who don't know Andy, he'll wear the same doggone shirt. If we get a long winning streak, he'll just wear it every week.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to use the same pin. You got to, come to the stadium the same way. I mean, there's superstitions.
You wear one hat to the game, switch hats when you get to the game. Now, I know it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me.
Well, it might. You don't want to take the chance that it would, so I understand. All right, Suwanee with a 1-point lead, but just too much time on the clock to feel comfortable. 5:35 still to go in this game.
And the bad problem is we got to kick it away.
Man, what a drive that time.
Yeah. The double pass, what a time for that.
And so much emotion in football. You're worried about injuries and things happening, turnovers, and suddenly we just catch fire offensively, go down the field and score. That double pass was a thing of beauty.
Oh.
And then I'm thinking, what are we doing with the 2-point try? And then, of course, it's good, and it was a great call.
Yeah, it was.
But still 5:35 on the clock. Let's see if the Dogs onside kick it. They're going to kick it deep. No, they're deep.
Let's see. Deep once again. It's going to be returnable from about the 1-yard line. Boy, they get a block on the outside, up across the 15, up to the 20, and they do throw a flag on that block or hold or whatever I saw.
So the special teams does a nice job of stopping him there, and then the flag is going to back this up. Probably a block in the back. And so that's going to put Chiles in a bit of a hole here as they begin this drive with 5:30 to go.
Yeah, and that was Asante's, which that's the first time he called it, which Fryer had been one of the deep backs, but then since that cramp, he wasn't out there. Mercy. This is going to be a nail biter.
You're not kidding.
I mean, the clock can't run fast enough.
I've done bit my nails down to the nubs as it is.
Mercy.
I'm going to have to get me a bone to chew on.
Well, after that penalty, the great thing about this, it's going to back the ball all the way up to around maybe the 7 or 8 yard line, probably over the 8.
All right, it's up to the defense now.
Boy, they got some big play receivers, though. One of them being Jacobs. He'll be on the near side. Jacobs, his brother, the quarterback. I'm assuming their brothers or cousins. Single back in the backfield, and it's a load. It's old Jalen Jones. Suwanee in a 3-man front. Handoff to Jones, goes off the left side, and Suwanee stacks him up after a gain of about a yard, maybe 1.5 yards. They'll call it 2.
And the clock is a run.
And we wanted to keep running.
Well, back at their own 8-yard line, they just needed running play trying to get out of harm's way. Picked up 1 yard, so 2nd and 9 coming up here.
Boy, that old dog defense has to hunker down here. Got to keep them on this side of the field. Split receivers set up on either side. Suwanee still in that 3-man front. Boy, shotgun formation for Jacobs. Jones is saying, boy, the ball gets away for the – he falls on it and might have fell in the end zone for a safety.
If he's not
giving him the half-inch line.
I'm going to say if he's not in the end zone, he's right on the edge of it.
I want to see a replay.
Quarterback actually had to jump on the football. It was on the ground, and I'm surprised he didn't try to pick it up, but he fell on it, and the ball is at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it will be, and I am pretty sure. Maybe they say his knee went down just on about the length of a nub of a dog's tail.
Well, this is 3rd down and time to get these boys off the field here. 3rd and 17 for their own 1.
Boy, then they've had some good 3rd down conversions. They have the football probably at the half-yard line. 2 receivers set either side. Here's the snap, looking down the field, looking. The quarterback's going to run it. First time tonight, takes off to the 10. He's up to the 15. They look at the 15 to the 20, to the 25, and he gets the first down easily. And my goodness, how did we let him out of there?
I've been worried about his running play since the first, because he came in the game with 184 yards on the ground. I mean, he's a pretty good running quarterback, dual threat, and he took off running from his own end zone, and we just couldn't catch him. And he gets a huge first down, pick up a 29 yards all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and that's just what we didn't need. I mean, all we had to do was stop them right there. They'd have been forced to either go for it or punt it away.
That would have been it.
Jacobs in the gun. Suwanee leads by 1. Hand off to the big back, Jones. We stopped him right at the line of scrimmage, but hold everything. They blew the whistle. They had to be all south.
And it is going to be a false start.
Of course, we've had them backed up before. The half-inch line.
It's true. On a 3rd and 17 and let him off the hook.
Them hurt you.
Procedure call will back it up. Back to the 25-yard line, 1st and 15. Clock is down to 3:55 to go in this game. Dogs lead by a point.
Dogs trying to hang on. Double hunker defense. Going to have stacked wide receivers on both sides of the field. Single back in the backfield is Jones. And they jumped again, and that's going to cost them 5 more. The old offensive tackle just stood up.
And this stadium is making some noise. Everybody is rocking and rolling on the Suwanee side, and that might have affected that play.
Yeah. And then it's going to, back them up to about 20 yards for the first down, but they've done it before.
Yeah. Well, they have big playability, no question. We've seen it all night. 1st and 20.
They'll keep the same play, those stacked wide receivers on either side. Taylor Jacobs will be the quarterback. He's in the gun. Jones will be the up back. Jones fielders out of the backfield. We go for the pick, but we almost got it. But we knocked it away. It's incomplete. And that was old MJ himself.
MJ Ross had knocked it away. But, it would have been nice if he could have found the handle on that one.
If he picks that one, it's in the end zone.
Oh, yeah. It'd be over. But we'll take the incompletion, 2nd and 20 from their own 20-yard line. Clock showing 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go.
Hang on to your armchair. Don't go to sleep yet.
No. There's nobody leaving this game. Everybody's still in the stadium on their feet.
Split receivers on either side of the football field. Suwanee in that 3-man front. Single back in the backfield is Jones, and Jacobs waits the snap. Little play action, looking down the field. Nobody's came open. He's going to run it once again. We got somebody on him. Run him to the sideline. We got him by the jersey. He goes out of bounds close to the 20.
And that's all. Watson got him by the jersey and just wasn't going to let go that time, doing all he could to try to pinch that corner off.
Another big 3rd down situation.
Here we go again.
Can them dogs hold them here? I want another one of them low snaps.
Well, you got him 3rd down and long here. 3rd down and about 19.
Yeah. And a big timeout.
And a timeout on the field. I got to catch my breath.
Ooh.
Hey, home ball games here at Paul Lankford Stadium means home cooking. You want to bring your appetite when you come to the games and visit Concessions, the Bam Boosters, located on the home side, and the NJROTC on the visitor side are cooking up hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken strips, and more. Plus cold drinks, all at reasonable prices. And remember, while you cure that appetite, you're helping 2 terrific organizations, the Suwanee High School Bam Boosters and the NJROTC. And this being our final home game, we want to thank both of those organizations. The NJROTC and those chicken strips, those are hard to beat.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. Scrumptiddly-icious.
We had them at halftime.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, Suwanee.
Wow.
We have had this situation before. We have had them in 3rd and long several times and let them off the hook.
got to come up with a stop here. It's 3rd and 19. Chiles at their own 21-yard line. 3:39 left to go in this ball game.
And they'll probably have 2 plays to go for it is what I would be thinking. Trips to the near side. Single receiver to the far side of the field. That's their go-to receiver. Shotgun formation. Got the scat back Cadet in there. He flares out of the backfield. Oh, Cadet drops it. He tries to run with it before he caught it, and it's incomplete. Will Chiles go for it right here? There is 3:35 to go in the ball game.
He was just that little safety valve back there, and they got the ball to him thinking you'll have one running room, and he looked up and saw all that running room in front of him and did not secure the football. And ends up turning the ball loose, and it's an incomplete pass. And now 4th down and 19. And 3:35 to go, and they're in punt formation.
Well, I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm not even dropping anybody back. We're playing regular defense right here.
Well,
is what I would be doing. We're dropping
it looks
3.
Like we're dropping,
and a prevent. And here's the punt. High, beautiful spiraling kick. We're going to let it hit and bounce. It should take a good roll for them. Inside, probably around the 27-yard line, and that's where the Dogs of Suwanee will have it 1st and 10.
And I tell you what, Suwanee just needs to milk the clock here if we could get a little bit of running game going. And that's going to be tough. But Chiles with 1 timeout in their pocket. Mm-hmm. And if the Dogs could get a 1st down or 2, this game would be over. Suwanee leading by 1. The Suwanee Quarterback Club is a group of dedicated fans and supporters of Suwanee Bulldog football. To become a member of the Quarterback Club, just get in touch with any of the members or visit their Facebook page at Suwanee QB Club, Inc., or you can email SwaneeQBClub@gmail.com. There are individual and corporate memberships available with different levels to choose from. Become a Dog Insider. Join the Suwanee Quarterback Club today.
Well, the thing about it here, Wayne, you got to hold on to the football. They're going to be trying to strip you.
Oh, yeah.
And Coach Reagan did the smart thing. He kicked the ball away. We didn't get a return. They got a good roll, and we'll have it around the 27, 1st and 10.
They're thinking 3 and out.
Yeah, split backs in the backfield or offset eye. Hand off, second back through, get a block there, cut it to the inside, hang on to the ball, across the 30, up to the 35. Somebody say 40, 45, and we get hammered out of bounds, and they throw a flag, and you can tack on 15.
That deep back was M.J. Rawson, and I tell you what, when he touches the football, it's just electric.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he can score any place on the field, and he shook loose. He got a good run, and then got hit late. That's going to be an extra 15.
Yeah, that should take it down to somewhere around the 30-yard line. I mean, from where we were hit out of back.
Yeah. Problem is that not a lot of time ran off the clock there.
Well, not a whole lot.
There's still 3:14 left. A personal foul. This is going to move it inside of Chiles' territory and all the way down to the 37-yard line. Wow.
Well, the good thing is better to be at that end. Like you say, ain't no clock. But we do have to hold on to the football. You know, I don't even like going from the gun. I'm just telling you. But anyway.
It's still got 2 backs back there, and this time it's Fryer's the deep back.
Yeah, Fryer will be the deep back. Allen's going to be the blocking back. Hand off Fryer, near side. Fryer to the 40, cuts it to the outside, gets collared and drugged down around the 36.
And tackle on the play that time, give credit to Holton Harris, senior free safety, coming up and making that stick. Wow. And there is a flag, and this was going to work against Suwanee.
Bad thing about that, it stops that old clock.
It does on the holding call.
We don't need to be holding anybody. Just block them. 3 minutes will never go away.
Yeah.
See where the hold took place. May have been a yard downfield, but nevertheless. It's going to back you up 10.
They're going to move ball all the way back to the 47, so we'll lose 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20. 3:08 left to go. And I'm ready for him to roll that clock. And there it goes.
Sykes get the play call, and he should take as much time as he can. He calls the plays, looking toward the coach on the sideline. He wants him to get up to the line of scrimmage anyway, and then the quarterback can be in the gun, looking toward the coach, and then we'll know when to snap it. The thing about that, I've seen it where we've looked to the sideline and got a snap.
MJ's back there deep.
He is. MJ's going to touch it again. MJ gets hit right as he hits the line of scrimmage, stacked up, and he won't even gain a yard.
No, nothing there, but the clock's moving down to 2 minutes, 39 seconds, and Chiles going to burn a timeout here.
Mercy, more than I can take on a Friday night.
This is a nerve-wracking game, isn't it? No gain on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 20 when time resumes. While I got a moment, I want to tell you about the Welborn Fall Festival Chili Cook-Off Car, Truck, Motorcycle, and ATV Show.
Mercy.
Yeah. That's coming up November 30th. It's to raise money for Toys for Tots. It's sponsored by the Welborn Community Association and Sherm's Auto. Going to be Andrews Square, downtown Welborn. Again, November 30th. That chili cook-off, $25 entry fee, but first prize, $300.
Wow, $300.
Yeah, and there's no vendor fee. You make good chili?
No, I don't. I really don't.
You eat good chili?
Well, I do.
Well, so you could show up here and eat the good chili.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. They'll have a blueberry pancake breakfast. They'll have the country store open. Bunch of children's games, a bunch of vendors, cakewalk, door prizes, and all to raise money for Toys for Tots. November 30th in Weldon.
Well, that's a great cause too. So show up and make it or eat it.
Yeah. Or just show up and donate money for
There you
Toys
go.
for Tots. Bring a toy.
Wow.
I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. 2:39 to go in this game.
And now the Dogs want an early Christmas, bro. You can call it a Halloween present. I don't care what you call it. Dogs looking for a victory here.
We lead it 25-24. And it'll be Sykes in the gun. Kind of offset our backfield with Rawson being the deep back. He'll get it again, and they just dart through and tackle us way behind the line of scrimmage at the 45.
Yeah, Bryson Floyd come knifing through there.
I mean, you got to block somebody.
Making a big stick, and nobody blocked him.
Or we'll be punting it away. Which, yeah.
2:24 and counting, 3rd down, and a country mile to go. Now back to the 48-yard line. So 3rd and about 25?
Yeah.
24?
I mean, our line of scrimmage
24 yards to go.
was at the 37.
Yeah.
A few, seconds ago, because not that many has ticked off the clock.
Yeah, you got to get it to the 27-yard line to keep this drive alive.
Yeah. Well, we'll be punting it away, and that can always be a trip. They'll probably try to block it. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Handoff first back through Delvin Allen, I believe, that time. And he won't get very much.
Yep. Give it to the up back that time and gets a few tough yards. Gets it to midfield, so a gain of 2. 4th down and 22, and we'll have to line up and punt it away, I would imagine.
Well, from our last punting escapade, if you want to call it that, but it did get us a first down.
Yeah.
We can't afford that, but they had really came after that one.
They did.
So,
and it looks like they're going to wind this clock down and then call a timeout. Swanee's has 1 timeout left. We're just kind of taking our time here, letting that play clock burn down, and that'll bring the game clock down to 1:03, and we're going to take the delay and back up 5 yards. So we're not going to take the timeout there. We still have a timeout left. We'll take the 5-yard penalty and then punt it away.
Wow. This might have been the longest 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. I thought the last 2 minutes of the second quarter were long. And we still have to get a punt away.
Well, it's 4th down and 27. Suwanee will punt it away. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go in this game. Dogs lead by 1 point. On that 2-point conversion is 25-24. And now, AJ, if he can get this punt off, and then they got their 2 dangerous return guys out there, I mean, a lot of crazy things can happen.
Yeah.
We only have 11 on the field. You counted?
Yeah, I'm counting for the coach.
All right, good.
Make sure we got enough and not too many.
And max protect. Get this punt off.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because they're probably going to come after. They got 2 back deep. I think one of those is number 30, which is Lawson. And then one of their speedsters, I believe it's maybe number 6, Thomas Matthews on the far side of the field.
Swanee going to take back-to-back delays.
Wow. Well, if that doesn't run, okay. Well,
I'm not sure of the strategy there, but anyway.
Well, yeah, because you're losing yardage, you're giving up field possession.
4th and 32 now. Back to the 40-yard line. And, you kind of understand that if you're at the point of the field where you need more room to kind of try to kick it in a corner. But
this is just getting closer to your end zone.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Other than just dragging out the drama here, I'm not sure of the strategy. But anyway, let's max protect. Let's get this punt off, and let's get down there and cover it.
Yeah, and Suwanee leading 25-24. We got 37 ticks left on the clock. And somehow we got to get this kick away without a return.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we're talking about. Coach Hall's still on the field. Now he finally.
I'm not sure they're going to take another delay if they get things going.
We're moving around a little bit. They're going to come after this one. A good snap. They're coming after it. Boy, they almost get their high end-over-end kick. And they fumble the football, and if we can get on it, which I don't know if we did. If we did, we can call ball game. And
Scramble where the football is. Football.
You can say dogs win more or less, 27 seconds, but you got to at least take a snap.
Wow.
I'm not sure why they came up there for the fair catch because there was all kind of traffic.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic. The wind's blowing. That's a hard ball to catch in the lights. And he had to drift from where he was standing at least 10, 15 yards to try to make that catch. And yeah, he should have just backed away.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let that ball bounce.
Yeah, there was 5 or 6 Bulldogs around. But we are going to have to take one more snap anyway. 27 ticks left on the clock, and I ain't talking about ticks on a dog's back.
And when you talk about one more snap, that's a victory formation snap.
It is.
How about this ball game?
I don't even know what to say. I won't even be able to go to sleep then.
This is a hard-fought,
and it's
tough earned win.
And it's open day of gun season in Florida. I got to do a hunt tomorrow.
I mean, you get your rest.
Goodness. There's the snap. We'll take a knee, and that should do it. Oh, my. Dogs win. Dogs win.
What a ball game here at the old doghouse. Final score 25-24. Suwanee gets the win over Tallahassee Chiles. Just an unbelievable ball game here at Paul Langford Stadium. We got to catch our breath. Back after this, Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile.
It's the last home game tonight as the Dogs host Chiles Timberwolves in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwanee County area for 77 years.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium where the celebration is ongoing in the stands, on the field, and hopefully wherever you're watching or listening to this game, you're celebrating as well. And heartbreak for Bill Reagans and those Chiles Timberwolves, but, man, everybody left it all on the field tonight.
Yeah, man, it was one of those games, and it started out like that from the get-go, them scoring for us scoring right behind them right there in the first quarter, and we had a 7-7 ball game, and it was just like, I don't know, tit for tat to the bitter end.
It really was. And, that 2-point conversion, I look back at that and me second-guessing Coach Hall. I'm thinking, what is he doing? 5.5 minutes left. You don't go for 2 here, and we don't make that. That gives them a 1-point lead. Yeah. And, of course, we make it, and then it was a great call. I mean, but then for the defense to hold on the way they did, and, wow.
It was just something else. And, if you couldn't be here, we hope you watched it and listened to it.
Man, I may go back and watch this one again. I mean, relive it again. We've been watching the numbers that people have, because you can go at River Country, you can watch any of the games. It's kind of archived there, so whenever you want. But, we've been averaging about somewhere between 1,800, 2,000 views. But I have a feeling this one's going to get more views because people are going to watch it a second time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I tell you, what a great football game. Mercy. There was a lot of celebrations going on down the field. I saw one of the coaches, and I think it was number 27. They did one of them high fives, and you see where the coach hits the player, and the player turns the double back flip. Yeah. Well, that's exactly what happened. I don't know if we got that on video or not, but I'm just telling you.
I tell you what, be careful of that celebration. That's a terrible way to get injured.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is that Moran right there? Number 7. I
number
think
7.
I see him down there on the field.
Yeah. Oh, he's limping still.
Yeah, he's hobbling a little bit, but he came out of that ball game and didn't come back in. And the rest of his teammates picked him up, and he's down there celebrating with him. And we're going to have to check with Coach Hall. Monday night is the coaches show and find out how everybody's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't hardly have any running backs left.
Yeah, and there's our athletic director there. Yeah. How about the Dogs?
Yeah.
Man. Great ball game tonight.
Oh, it was.
Go for 2 tonight.
Yeah.
Well,
we were second guessing you up here.
Well, we had to pick the big play.
So that was a great call.
No doubt about it.
Got us the win.
Let's take a timeout. Back after this, Suwanee football on rivercountrysports.com.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwanee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwanee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, pad, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Suwanee High Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com, back here at Langford Stadium. 25-24. Suwanee gets the win, improves to 4-5 on the season. Andy, at one point during this season, we had kind of given up. We said, well, it's going to be a losing year, and doggone it.
We're going to have to pack our stuff up. But now we're looking at the playoffs. We got one more regular season game, that makeup game against Wakulla. That comes next Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, on a Thursday night.
On the road at Wakulla. And we get the win there. We finished the regular season at 5-5. But looking at the playoff picture now, these are the latest rankings put out by the FHSAA. Rains is your number one ranked school. This is 3A and Region 1. So Rains is the top dog in this region, followed by Godby at number 2, Wakulla at number 3, Bishop Kenny is 4th, Baker County 5th, Menendez number 6 out of St. Augustine, Suwanee number 7, and Panama City Bay is number 8. So we don't have the panhandle teams this year. And as it stands right now, Suwanee would be rematched with Godby in Tallahassee and would love to have another crack at those boys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good game.
But after this win, we could move up. And now what the difference in this thing is, if you look at strength of schedule, Suwanee with a tougher schedule than anybody else in our region. I mean,
I see that now.
We got a 6.43, and I'm looking around. For example, Godby is a 3.50. That's the closest one. Bay, the 8 seed, a 2.55. Baker County, a 1.57. Bishop Kenny, a 0.81. I don't know how they determine these things.
No, I don't.
Wakulla is 0.47. That's the strength of schedule. And I don't know why our schedule's so much tougher than the other schools.
I don't either.
But that's I'm looking at the stats. I don't have to understand them to read them. And right now, Suwanee is a 7 seed, and so it looks like we're going to make the playoffs. And we don't have to drive to the Panhandle, which is good news.
That is good news.
So it may be Jacksonville, maybe Tallahassee. And if we can win this last one and other teams slip, we might get slip up and get a home game. That's a long shot, but you never know.
Well, yeah, if you beat Wakulla, you can move up 2 pretty easily if you beat Wakulla on Thursday night.
Yeah. And beat them and get that head-to-head against them.
Right.
So that could change things, and we'll just see how it shakes out. The new rankings come out every Tuesday, so we'll have to wait for that. But and looking forward to hearing what Coach Hall has to say on that coaches show Monday night. Also, Jamie Watcher just sent me final stats from the Lake City Reporter, so we'll run those down after this timeout. It's Suwanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwanee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwanee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Back here at Paul Lankford Stadium. All right, Jamie Watcher sent me final stats from the Lake City Reporter. And remember to check tomorrow's edition of the Reporter for all of the game action. Thomas Sykes finishes 11 of 23, 160 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the night, long of 37. Thomas Sykes with a whale of a game here tonight, Andy.
Oh, yeah. No, he played a great game, and he was pretty much on the money. Made some good decisions back there. When to throw it away and when the pressure was on.
MJ Rosson, of course, had a great game receiving the football and running the ball. 3 catches, 52 yards, a touchdown, and ran the ball 4 times for 21 yards and really came up big there at the end of the ball game. In the receiving department, you got Noah Lopez. He had 4 catches tonight for 60 yards and a touchdown. Yeah. Coy Fryer, he had 3 catches, 35 yards. Logan Brooks with that 1 big catch for 13 yards. So big night for a bunch of our receivers. And then in the rushing department, it was kind of by committee tonight. MJ Rosson ended up with 21 yards, as I mentioned, on those 4 carries. Moran, he got injured early, and he had 2 carries for 3 yards. You had Allen with 9 carries and 15 yards. Freddie Cooks with 2 carries, 27 yards. And A.J. Hitt, he gets in the rushing department, that 1 big carry for 22 yards.
Oh, my. That was a big one too,
yeah. And that was on a busted play. That could have went sideways, but somehow he found something inside him that just sidestepped that defender when he was about to get the ball blocked on a punt, and he took off running, and he got a key block, and he got a big first down, then got hit out of bounds, an extra 15 yards on top of that.
Man, it was just turned out to be a great play for Suwanee when you were going, oh no, and then you were going, oh go.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
that's right.
It was really good.
Taylor Jacobs Jr., the quarterback for Chiles, 18 of 33, 184 yards and 2 touchdowns along a 40. In the rushing department, boy, Jones was hard to stop. Jalen Jones, 17 carries, 110 yards. Remember, he didn't even play the first quarter.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. Ooh.
Cadet had 14 carries for 47 yards, and the quarterback 4 carries for 26 yards. Cade Fryer had 4 catches, 48 yards before that cramp got him, and he was forced out of the ball game. Their leading receiver was Trevor Jacobs, 7 carries and 89 yards. Overall yards in this game, 358 for Chiles and 245 for Suwanee, but it doesn't matter as long as you have more points than the other team. And your final score, Suwanee 25 and Chiles 24. Suwanee gets the win.
It was a white knuckle Friday night.
It was. It was a nail biter tonight, no doubt. And we still have one more regular season game, and that is coming. Are you ready for another road trip?
Oh, mercy. I guess so, all the way on 98.
Yes. Well, you could take 10, can't you? I believe you can take 10 and cut down from Tallahassee. We'll see what Siri tells us to do, but we know how to get there through the woods. But the only thing that scares you about that, you got to watch out for those doggone deer.
Oh, yeah, you do. That time of night coming through 98, you never know what you're going to run into.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be at Wakulla. That's a Thursday night game next Thursday, and I think that's a 7 o'clock kickoff. Is that right? You think so?
Yeah.
And so we'll be on the air with our pregame at 6:30. And don't forget, Monday night, the coaches show, 7 to 8 p.m. You'll want to tune in for TJ Vickers and Coach Kyler Hall to talk all about this victory and talk about that game against Wakulla and possible playoff matchups. And that'll be an interesting show for sure coming up this Monday. But that's going to wrap it up from the booth. We'll be back to wrap up the broadcast right after we take this final time out. Ooh, Andy, you all right?
Well, I'm ready to go to sleep, but won't be able to. I'm going to go get some milk and cookies.
Hey, thanks for watching. Suwanee Football and RiverCountrySports.com.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com.
No worries, that was just a shed.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS store, proud sponsors of Suwanee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
Suwanee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Brought to you in part by Bean Painting, Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, Morgan Tree and Debris, Wes Haney Chevrolet, Live Oak Jewelry, Rapid Fiber Internet, Bennett's Glass Company, Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, J&W Automotive, River Oak Technical College, Suwanee Parks and Recreation, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, the UPS Store, Roundtree Moore Ford, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, Pool Realty, Corbett's Mobile Home Center, Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated, and Live Oak Pest Control. Your River Country Sports team, our technical advisor, Tammy Neal, the streaming producer, Clifford Gwynn, our field director, Sawyer Brooks, our technical director, Rivers Martinez. The cameras were operated by Dusty Morgan and Lucy Roberts. For Andy Day, I'm Wayne Luttrell. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Suwanee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com.